What's happening, everyone? Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna end that. It doesn't seem like the music's coming through. Oh well. Like I haven't streamed for years, so in time I'll work it out. Probably nothing that hard. Anyway, enjoy your day, Cammy. I don't have a specific topic to talk about. I'm just seeing who's around. I mean, what makes my stream is when people come around here and they just like enter the chat or they come up on panel or something. But yeah, that's what makes my stream. I got a couple funny clips I'd like to share, but they're gonna offend someone, and I don't want to do that because I'm in good men's with this person. That's what I should do. I should make more clips, like innocent clips that aren't gonna offend someone that I could share out. Okay, let's get back. I should probably share this out on Discord. Hmm. Where'd random go? This. Oh, that's him there. Just changed his avatar. Well, this might be one of those streams that just go nowhere, but might not. I'm just like streaming different hours of the day as well. Like, it's just gone on to noon where I am here, so it's still like pretty early because normally I stream like in the evening. Let's see who's in. I think YouTube itself today is pretty quiet. I don't know. Everyone's recommending me to build my stream. I know one person that would be good to come here. But they were streaming before and they ended it. Oh, I'm just gonna sit back and till people turn up. And if it doesn't go anywhere, I just delete my stream and start again some other time. Sometimes I get good days at streaming, some days it's just quiet. Doesn't seem to be a hell of people on YouTube at the moment anyways. Kruger is alive. Just went to his... But yeah, if I get no one here, I might just send a stream and continue on with my day. Just stream some other time. I'm not going to be very active, except for my weekends, because I work and get a TAFE and all that. So I probably won't be, depending on the timetable, because I'm starting a new course. I probably, since I'm busy 5 days a week, I'm only going to be active on the weekends. So I'm hoping that's a good time. It's a good time to stream, since they're going to be my only available times. Okay. In the meantime, while there's no one here, I'm just going to look up Airtasker, because I need more money. Okay. And money is a Tesla. Let's quickly check on the chat. If anyone's here. No. Okay. I'm just signing up to Airtasker. What's happening in my Gmail? God damn, this green tea really does work after a while. I feel better when I drink green tea. A little. It's like a bit calmer. I need extra money, honey. I need extra money. That's only my. Okay. What's up? One person lurking. Okay, back to Airtasker. Just signing up to Airtasker. Because I need more money. If I get a weekend job, unless it's only for like a couple of hours, then I definitely won't be free at all. So I probably will be building my stream up if I barely go live again. And hardly go live. Because then I won't go live so much when I have a specific topic to talk about. And people, if you're whoever's here, can you share my stream out? Even if you're not interested in it yourself. Or if you're even if you're gonna leave, just share it out. Appreciate that. Fuck, I'm not looking for people to. God damn. I'm trying to earn money myself. Why is it giving me jobs? I'm not looking to hire anyone. I'm looking to earn some money. What the hell can I talk about right now? I can talk about how I should get onto talking about all the health things I know. Like, gee, there's so much I know. If I could. Is that you, Cammy? Oh, hey, Diamond. Nice to see you here. I've known you for a while, Diamond. I'm gonna mod you up. And appreciate you joining my channel. Right now, my stream is managing moderator. Right now, Diamond, my stream's just like I don't really have a topic. I don't really have a topic to talk about, but normally, because when I stream, I normally just stream and just it depends who comes here, where my channel builds up. So sometimes I don't get many people after a while, and I'll just end my stream, delete my stream. But sometimes I do get a few people, and that builds my stream up. Whether they come up on the panel and we just talk about whatever. And I don't stream much as well, so I don't exactly have a lot of traction like I did years ago. I used to get a few people. But yeah, nice to see you too, Diamond. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, Diamond, if you could, or anyone in the chat, if you could, even lurkers, just share me out. Even if you're going to leave my stream, just appreciate it to share out, because that's only how I'm gonna build up and make my stream interesting. I just don't know what to bloody talk about. I'm signing up to Airtasker. I'll leave that for later now that I've got people here. I'm trying to earn extra cash. I got so many expensives in life, so I'm trying to find like a second-hand job. It would be good if I could get a cash-in-hand job. That'd be great. But I would leave that for later. I've already signed up to it. I'll see what's. It looks like it's pretty quiet, Diamond. I just see Kruger's live, and that's about it. And just like who else is live? Oh, just like random channels that I've probably hit up in the past. Not bad, Diamond. Yeah, I'm just starting my day with a stream, and whatever happens after then, I'm just like I've been a bit preoccupied with some things in my life, but I'm pretty good. I was actually thinking about talking about like health things, like nutrition and fasting, but like safe ways, and like green tea, because saying saying Diamond, I actually been taking green tea like daily, regularly, and I think it relaxes you a bit. So yes, I'm fine. Yeah, how are you yourself, Diamond, in your life? The thing about me is I think so much. Like I think about all the things I want that require a lot of money, and wow, you have to tackle just one thing at a time in your life. Just like But like, I'd love to like travel again and all of that. And and I don't think I'm gonna like Australia's good, but I don't think I'm gonna live it forever. I mean, I think I'd like to study, get my degree. Then once I get my degree, get a work in another country. I think I know where I'd like to work. But yeah, just focus on life too much a lot. But I mean, thinking about all this stuff like burns me out a bit. But once I get a, a degree, then I can finally work instead of like a dead end job just to like earn a bit of money. Then I can move where I want to move and work, earn money and work at and enjoy my job at the same time. I've been wasted 'cause I don't wanna do with myself tonight. I drank my first till I feel alright. That song's just been stuck in my head. I used it as one of my shorts for clip. I'm just like sipping on this. No one's in my backstage, are they? Oh no, I thought I saw something. Just been sipping on a grasshopper a few months ago. Share me out, guys. Let me grow. Let this channel grow. It ain't much at the moment, but that's how it's going to build up. Hopefully, I can start streaming a bit. And I think once I start building up, then I'll be motivated enough to have like a specific topic to talk about. Or I won't really need to if I get a lot of people here, anyways, because that would already be like talk about whatever. I'm just going to check my Discord. I messaged someone, they might not get the stream. I mean, get the message yet. Yep, YouTube's pretty quiet at the moment. But at the same time, even if it was like wasn't quiet, and just say you got some of your subs, there's a lot of people live, but most of your subs in those lives, how you supposed to? They're not likely to get here because they're in other streams. That's what I'm saying. Like if it's quiet, and then maybe sometimes you're better off. You're more likely to get people in because no one else is alive. You know what? Yeah. Shit. Never mind. No, I've got no clips to share. I mean, nothing suitable at the moment. Oh, look at this. Midwestern Mary.
Brian, you weren't booted off. Brian, you just booted off.
Shit quality because I filmed that with my phone before. I didn't exactly clip it right. Oh, God, that's about. I mean, I've got many clips, but it's sort of like piss take clips. so I might not use them yet for this particular stream. You know, Tanga Z. Are you out there, Tanga Z? It'd be interesting coming back on my panels again. I know you said you unsubbed to me, but I don't know. I've got a feeling you're still subbed to me. So if you're out there lurking, Tangy, come up. Hey Medgar, what's up? Yeah, I do that. If my streams like, if I do like a stream, it's just like I don't get many people, and I'm sort of like just like talking my own, and like really quiet streams where it doesn't get anywhere. I normally delete them because I feel like if I leave them up, then people are gonna come back and watch play back my stream, and then they're gonna start watching it, and you know they're just going to be watching this long boring stream where I'm just like talking to myself, and I might get a couple people in the chat, and that's about it. So normally I delete like streams that go nowhere, or some streams. I did actually have a couple streams up that were all right. I had a few people in panel on that, but I played a clip of Tanya, and you know because I respect Tanya, she wanted me to take the stream down, so I took that stream down. Like, it wasn't a bad stream, got a bit of traction, but I took that one down because I had a clip of Tanya in there and she didn't like it. So I was like, well, yeah. Oh, I don't even know. Probably like, geez, like 3 years, at least 3 years. The last time I saw Bonnie, like, she did a stream, and she said she was coming back to YouTube. I said, Bonnie, when you coming back? I don't see you occasionally, because even then she was starting to like, you'd only see once a blue moon, and I just jumped in, saw Bonnie, and then she said she's gonna start coming back, and then she hasn't came back since then. So I don't know what's happening in her life. Whether she would ever come back or not, I don't know. But it is what it is. That's fine. I mean, yeah, I know. Oof. Yeah, John of Oof. He actually I actually met Bonnie from Oof. I think that's where I met Bonnie. I think I met him from Oof. And where I met Oof, I don't know where I met Oof. It could have been from Tangaz's. Anyway, nice seeing you here, Medgar. Appreciate it. Give me a share out, Medgar, if you can. I'd appreciate that. On your social medias, Twitter, whatever. Because each time I get each time I get shared out, the more likely my stream's gonna improve, because I get more people, more things to talk about. Like, this stream's alright. It had a slow start. It's still not a lot of people, but there's been a couple, great people here. So I might keep it up for a little bit. But yeah, I used to get a whole panel full of people, and but that's because I used to stream like once a week. It was like a routine. Yep, Oof's a cool guy. He hangs out in the coin community with Tanya, Hoover, and others have coin community people. They're precious souls, aren't they? But yeah, Oof streams on the occasion. He doesn't stream often, but every so often he'll do a stream. Sometimes, yeah, I don't see him around a lot, but sometimes I would see him in like Tanya's stream or Hoover's or maybe Kyle's stream. And then sometimes he might do a stream. Thanks for yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. I mean, share me out. It counts. Yeah, Tang Z. Tang Z. Yeah. She used to come to my streams a lot. I think she still does. She lurks sometimes. She said she subbed me because that clip I shared of her, but I don't know. But yeah, it'd be great if Tanga came was in the chat or came on panel. But yeah, she was streaming. She just ended the stream and she streamed for a while, so she's probably sleeping or something or having a break. Okay. Yeah, well, he goes on Tanga sometimes, but John, he's actually been on my panels a couple times, but that was like yonks ago, like years ago, eons ago. That's what I say. Eons ago, John was on my panels. Um, when I was in lockdown, when Sydney was in lockdown, he came on my panel then when I was streaming. I think I did a few streams in because I couldn't go anywhere. It was driving me insane. I was always in lockdown, so I streamed a few times, and John came up on one of those panels. And Jake, used to came up on my panels a few times, and will do. Yep, I'll let him know. I'll say, hey, John, I'm starting to stream now, man. Get your ass over here, boy. Get over here, John. That's what I say to him. Yeah. Yes, I do. I live pretty close to Blacktown. Do you know where Blacktown is? Hey, how do you know about Blacktown? Where you live, Madgo? I thought you were American. Yeah, you are American. You aren't you? You got American accent at least. Do you live in the United States? I was just wondering how you know about Blacktown. I mean, Blacktown's not too far from me. It's like, I mean, to dox myself, it's probably like an hour train ride. Oh, really? You were? Do you live in Australia, Madgo? I I go past Blackdown on occasion. I go to Toongabbie. There's like a meetup events that I go to every occasion. Yeah, so I go past there sometimes. And Blacktown, I have stopped there. I don't often stop off at Blacktown, but I have actually like stopped in to Blacktown and I can't remember exactly what I did, but yeah, on occasions I've actually been to like stopped in Blacktown and but yeah, but normally I go past it. I don't often get off at Blacktown. Yeah. Well, my panel links up there if anyone wants to join. Oh, you haven't been on panels? I thought I heard your voice, Medgar. I see yeah, same to me. I prefer trains over driving. I fucking hate driving. Like distance. If I'm going somewhere long distance, for many reasons, I avoid it if I can. And I sort of like, just getting out walking, to like transport, walking my way to transport and getting a bit of exercise, fresh air, and just sitting down in the seat the whole time. And and when I'm in a train or any transport, I don't have to concentrate where I'm going and be all stressed. And I get in road rage sometimes. Road rage. I, like people just piss me the fuck off. I mean, like last week, um, I was driving to shops, and on the shops there's this crossing for pedestrians. But there was this pedestrian like walking, was about to walk across the crossing, but I was already like on the crossing before she even walked onto it. And then she looked at me with this really bitchy look on her face, like with her arms up in air, like she wasn't even on the crossing for starters. And so I just so I shouted out the window to her. I said, "Bitch, you don't just walk in front of fucking cars." And she's like, "Oh, is that a crossing?" But like, even still, like, when I'm at a crossing, I don't just like walk in front of the road in front of cars. I like wait for the cars to stop so I don't get run over. There's a lot of I just hate people who just think they're annoying. Anyway, cut a long story short, there's been like I just hate road rage. Like people just piss me off on the roads. Like driving just like pisses me the hell off. It's not driving is no therapy for me. So I do love catching trains and that. Yes, I went to Tasmania. And I went to Hobart when I was 15 because I used to be in a scouts group. So for school holidays, we went there for 11 days, I think. We traveled around uh, Tasmania. So we landed in Hobart and we took like ghost tours. The nights were freezing as fuck. It was like September, but the nights were absolutely freezing. Like the ghost tours and that. Um, we went to Port Arthur. We went around and saw that prison. Yeah. And then there was like stories about massacre. It's pretty actually creepy if you think about it. Like there's a lot of fucking horror stories in Tasmania. Like there was that guy who, that massacre with the rifle. That guy who went, and shot people around with the rifle. And then there was that prison itself was just creepy as fuck. Um there was I don't know, apparently it's like haunted or something. And just even the lifestyle of those prisoners, like I was in solitary confinement. I mean, I like went inside their solitary confinement where they all spent like 30 or like they spent like a month or so in. So I went in there and it was just pitch black. And I'm just like imagining spending a month in there in this hole. Like I was in there for probably like a minute or so, but it was just fucked up. And then we went in some morgue where they used to experiment on corpses and cut them up and shit. Oh, it was just fucking cringy. And yeah, I believe in ghosts. I don't normally talk about it much, but what really scares me about the ghost tours is the things they said, like how the prison in I think it was Hobart, the prison was haunted and that. Like this guy was doing night shift. It was like a guard or something or security, and he could hear like footsteps behind him, and then turns around, there was no one there. And then he continued walking in like a dark hall, and then the footsteps would like literally start like getting louder and faster, like someone was running after him, but there was no one there, and he just ran out. And then people like spotted like people's faces, or some girl was like, "Who's that man in the window?" type thing, like that. Then there was like places where people have been murdered, standing in the spot, and the instructor would be like, "Oh, by the way, this is where this person was decapitated." And I was like, "Oh wow, shit!" Like by surprise. Fuck. I mean, I had a lot of fucking and okay. What I was saying is, what really scares me about those ghost stories is some people don't really believe in ghosts, but I believe in ghosts because, like, you may think I'm like crazy or something, but I have experienced like supernatural occurrences in my old home, which I used to call the Amityville Horrors. My sister and I used to call our old home the Amityville Horrors, like the movie, but like real life. It was actually based on a real life story, but that's what we used to call it, Amityville Horrors, because our fucking old house, our childhood house we grew up in, was fucking haunted. Like, the craziest shit happened there. So I believe in ghosts. So all those things they were telling us, even if they twisted it a little bit, like make it a bit more intense, which I doubt they would have, but even if they did, I'd still believe the stories they said. Because I believe, like, they just said the creepiest fucking things. Like, I've always been scared of ghosts because I've been watching movies like the Amityville Horrors, like the original and the remake when I was little, like really young, like 10 and that. 10, 9. I used to watch like all these. I used to watch The Exorcist, Jacob's Ladder. Holy shit, that was fucked up. I used to like watch all these horror things with ghosts and demons and that. So that really scares me. Like ghosts, um, spiders and ghosts are about my biggest phobias. I think I'm even more scared of ghosts and spiders, and I'm terrified of spiders. But Tasmania was just but it was thrilling. It was exciting at the same time. But it was a really scary place. I think Tasmania in that prison is just like all haunted, and there was all these ghost stories. There was murders. We were standing in places where people were like decapitated and murdered, and then we were in some morgue where people were like chopped up, and we are just like looking at the table. Oh wow, it was bizarre. What else did I do there? I remember I went on Cradle Mountain and I started vomiting a lot and in front of everyone because it was terrible. This I was dehydrated. I got really dehydrated because I didn't drink much water and I was just eating a shitload of junk when I was up there. And I remember at night time, like even like the cabins were so toasty. It was just toasty as hell. And this was like we're in like a snowy region or snowing, and we're in the middle of nowhere in some cabin, but the cabin was just like a furnace. It was like a sauna. It was just so hot, and I started sweating. I wasn't drinking much water, and the water there was brown, but apparently it was fresh water. You could drink out of it. So I got up at night, desperate enough to drink the water. Next day, when we were hiking back down, and it was a bloody long hike. It was like 45 so minutes hike back down to like the base where you get, where you check in and that and check out. So, and then I was just like, what I was like at the back of the line, and then I just started drifting off to on my own because I felt like really bad, and a couple people came up seeing if I was right, and then I was just like, ugh. I was just vomiting everywhere like crazy, and then I was literally gonna get like they were going to get like take me to a doctor or something, but eventually passed. I just had a little water, sipped on water, Gatorade, and I hate Gatorade. I don't mind rats. Oh, the thing about rats is if they bite you, they can infect you. So but normally they leave you alone. Like I don't have much rats anyways as well. Like I'd see like an occasional rat, but I'll just run away. But spiders, especially in Australia, are really poisonous. And even so, they're just bloody scary. They just even if they were harmless, they just scare the hell out of me, spiders. I've got arachnophobia. Even watching that movie, another movie that scared me. Well, it's not a horror movie, but arachnophobia, that movie, oof, god damn. Yeah, I've always hated spiders. Oh, I did get when I was in Las Vegas, I got a spider tattoo. It's a spider dangling off the moon, sort of like gothic and spiritual. I sort of like that. I'll play it right now. It goes for like only like 30 or so seconds. I might have oh, there it is. I thought I deleted it. But this is a spider moon tattoo I got in Las Vegas. I mean, I don't like spiders, but I think a spider tattoo is pretty nice. Yeah, I like this. I like the design. Looks pretty nice. Moon, I do like moon. I'm a very lunar person. I got that crescent moon relating to like the year and day I was born. Yep, it was awesome. It was scary, but it was awesome. It was also freezing cold. Surprisingly, I didn't, but no, I'll just go to like a grocery shop or any shopping mall and just like buy food just like as I normally do. So when you're in lockdown, you you couldn't go out, but you what you needed you could still do. Like you have to go to work, you have to go to shops and eat. There's no way around that. That's just what you have to do. You have to make it. You have to earn money, make a living, and then you have to feed yourself. You can't just like not do any of them for 6 or so months. We were knocked down, but the thing is, when we went to the shops, before we walked, there was a huge line of people, and we had to wear masks. We couldn't take. We'd always had to have masks on us the whole time, and we couldn't just like walk in the shops. Like you would have to be in a line, and people would have to go in one at a time, and there'll be someone standing there. As boring as shit as that would be, but there'll be this person standing there keeping a line in order. Hey, what's up, Patty? Nice to see you again. We're just talking about how I went shopping in lockdown. So there'll be someone standing at the end of the line, and they'll be making sure you sanitize your hands. And you'll they'll let one person in, and then I'll wait a few seconds before letting the next person in. I remember, oh god, I'm such a fucking ruthless cunt. Such a ruthless cunt. I remember I was just like looking at this line, and I was just like, fuck this. I just ignored it, and then I just like barged my way in, and they stopped me, and yeah, so I had to. I was just like so frustrated. So they told me to go back at the back of the line. So yeah, so they stopped me from just like walking in. They're like, "Well, what are you doing? You can't just blah 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 blah." So I took my trolley and I went to the back of the line. So that's what we had to do when we went shopping. I'd let one person in at a time. And the shopping wasn't really packed as well. You do? Well, of course you love me to pieces. I'm totally expecting you to love me to pieces, Patty. If anyone wants to come up on the panel, you don't have to. I don't care if this is a panel free stream, but I'm just saying at the very top, I pinned it up there. The panel link is up the very top. I even posted it. I even posted it here. But I'm happy just talking about myself, like people just like asking questions in the chats about whatever. I'm fine just like responding. See, this stream started off slow, so anyone who's probably watched this playback might not make it this far. But see, like, I gave it time, so I gave it time, and then it builds up a little bit. I'm even just happy to just have like a chat stream. It's getting cold over here, but I still go to like the beach every occasion. And to no surprise, I'm one of the very few. There's not many people down there when I go to the beach in winter. Winter. Of course, you love me to pieces, Patty. I'd be so upset if you didn't. I love you too, Bish. It's nice to see you. And Patty, I've got to meet up with you sometime. I was just around the beginning of the stream. I was talking about how I'm trying to find like an extra job for like the weekends, and that's so I can make a little extra cash, and so I can like go to America again. I really missed America. Such a beautiful country. So I could go there again, and I could meet up with people like you, Patty, and other people. So this is why I need more cash, but I have to spend 1.2 grand, which I'm going to pay off to my course I'm enrolled in, which is great because that's how I get my future career. Now I worked out my real passion. Now bloody lockdown delayed so much. When I was in lockdown, I couldn't study. What's up, Miss Amy? Nice to see you here. I'm so glad you're still subscribed to my channel. I was worried. I mean, not. I was just sort of annoyed and concerned that YouTube took my some of my subscribers away, especially when I get new subscribers. Because when you sub to my channel and Kathy, I lost 2 subscribers. So I'm like, oh shit, fuck you, YouTube. Okay. Yeah, if anyone wants to come up on the panel, let me reshare it. Oh no, I just did share it, didn't I? Did I? Did I just share it there? Oh yes, I did. Like I said, I was just saying you don't know it has to come up on my panel, but I'm happy just talking amongst the chat. But it's just there if you want to. Not nice to see you, Amy. It's a real pleasure. Yeah, so Amy, since this is the first time in your streams, I just talk about whatever, normally about amongst the chat. I don't have specific topics to talk about, but I just been talking about a whole bunch of things. A whole bunch of things. Okay, what should we talk about now? What was I just talking about before? Oh yeah, I answered Madga's question on how I used to go shopping when I was in lockdown. That was 3 years ago. Jesus Christ, 3 years ago. Damn. What's up, Tom? I haven't seen you in forever, man. How you doing these days? See, Todd used to be one of my regulars when I used to stream years ago. He used to come in the chat sometimes on panels. But see, this is why I'm starting to stream again. I bring the old people back. And Amy, Patty, I would love to meet up with you one day, Patty. Like, we hope. I mean, I didn't mean to say Amy, but maybe Amy is you as well. There'll be a lot of people I'd love to meet up with. Okay, Patty, sweet dreams. I'd love to go to Canada. I'd really love that. I've never been to Canada, but I hear it's nice. I mean, yeah, I'm going to start streaming live again. I was just saying, because I'm so busy, which is good because that's how you yeah, you need a life, but I can only I live in I have to stream at awkward hours because I'm from I'm down under, so I'm from the land down under. You know, I'm from down under, and most people from uh United States and Canada. A few people from Europe, like UK and that. So I have to stream at times where people more likely like this is a good stream for me. Like I'm not doing a hell of a lot today, so I'm happy to stream now. But if I find a cash in hand job, which I do need, then I'm not going to be able to stream that much. But I will try my best to stream as much as I can. So stay tuned because because I got my 2 day because I work 2 days a week. I study 3 days, and if I get a cash in hand job, I mean it could be short hours. It might be like 2 hours. If I get an extra job for the weekends and just say it's like cash in hand, which I'm hoping to get, because I used to have a cash in hand job as a bakery delivery. If I get a cash in hand job, then I'm going to be preoccupied 7 days a week. But I mean, I could just be going. I could be just a cleaning job or something. So it might be a few hours. So, but I'm just saying, depending on my timetable when I finish and start my course, because I'm starting tomorrow on Monday. I don't know. Maybe if I'm flexible hours, maybe I can even stream before or after. Because I did have a glance at my timetable. I didn't. I need to look again. I think there was a couple of days where they started actually strangely enough like later in the day, not like late, but they started at 10. So if I get up early I could probably do like a stream. Or those days where they ended it, they stopped, they finished the course short, so they like about 2 in the afternoon or something. So but I don't know what time that would be. Like that's good time for me to stream, but I'm not sure what time would be for like people in America now. I think the best times like around now and the morning times. But I'll definitely start streaming again. That's what I want to do. Yeah, I love autumn. It's nice. It's just gone on to winter here. Winter. It's just gone on to winter. How's your life been, Amy? Any topics to talk about? I know your life is this way. I need to stretch. Amy's life was a little busy, and she was a bit run down herself. Go to bed, Patty, before I put you in timeout. It's your bedtime, bish. Go to bed, or Daddy's gonna get mad at you. I'm starting to get mad at you, Patty. I'm about to put you in timeout so you can go to bed. I, I'm about to put you in one of those 8700 minute timeouts, whatever, or like a whole day. I'm only joking, Patty. I would never do that. Ah, that's good that you're starting to get at that phrase. Yeah, I know life can be a little bit insane sometimes, like in a negative ways. Like it could be like your health wise or just stress, but that slowly comes down. I mean, I can still get like stressed in that myself, but that's starting to get better. I'm trying to like take care of myself. I'm drinking green tea daily. I don't still feel like super like relief from green tea, but it definitely does help. I can feel it. But yeah, I mean, your life can be like really like overwhelming sometimes. There's a lot going on. I mean, even my life is really busy. I've got a lot of things to pay off. I'm starting my new course, which is great, but at the same time, it's really it's really busy, and there's uh I was suffering from like like depression, anxiety, like a month ago, and I'm starting to get out that phrase. I've been looking after my health since then really well. But I know what you're talking about, Amy. Like all that stuff about your house and health and all that. It's good that you're getting out that phrase. Hey, welcome.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Appreciate you being here. How are
Ah,
you?
I thought you might be a bit lonely up there. Come up for a little while and
I was
chat,
lonely.
shoot the shit.
I was about to cry. I was about to
Yeah,
cry.
but
Mm.
you know how to handle a panel by yourself, so that's cool.
Oh yeah, I'm just kicking off again.
Mhm.
Like I started off slow, but I'm starting to get traction back from the old days when I used to stream.
Mhm.
I yeah So I just stream without any topics, and the chat will just make it up for me, or
Yeah.
whoever's in the chat or whoever's in panel. You know, people just asking what I did in COVID, how I'd shop. People's thinking me jig where I mean Madga said she was in she knows Blacktown, which is an area near me, and I was wondering how you know Blacktown. I thought you were in America, and then she's talking about and then she was talking about Tasmania, and Diamond was here before.
Mhm.
I was talking,
Oh,
yeah, you know. See, the chat makes it up,
yeah.
and then Patty, one of
Ah,
my OGs, and Tad. Nice to see you, Tad.
yeah.
Yeah,
Excellent.
and then some bitch named Amy came here for the first
Ah.
time, and I appreciate that. So you know,
Oh.
it's chat. It's a chat
Yes.
and the panel that makes it up. Appreciate you being up here.
Oh, nice. Well, I've started to drink green tea as well. It's very, very, very good for you.
It is. I think you have to like keep it update like you like don't drink green tea like one day and expect to have like
Right.
super reliefs and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I've been drinking it like daily for like the past week, and
Yeah.
still I didn't feel like super super like powerful or anything like that, but it definitely does help. Like it
It
relaxes you. Yeah.
does. Yeah. It does have caffeine, but it has as much caffeine as if it was like 3 cups of coffee, and it releases more slowly. I think because of the way that the tea is made up.
Yeah, and I have some like tablets with it, like lithium, which is for like ADHD people, which I'm not diagnosed with, but I still get like hyperactive sometimes, and that's what
Yeah.
and I'd have like other sorts of vitamins, like B vitamins and that. Normally,
Mm-hmm.
I get that from food, B vitamins, but
Yeah.
with the green tea, I'd have like I'd have even well, sometimes not all the time. Sometimes I have green tea on its own, and even that's just enough. But I'll just like
Yeah.
benefit. I'll put some lion's mane in it. But
Okay.
today, I've been having matcha green tea, which is
Oh
supposed to be
yes,
even
I've heard.
better because you absorb it more.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think I can't remember how it's good for your mood, but I think it
Mm.
increases serotonin and dopamine.
It does, and it just has very good nutrients or whatever. Is I mean,
Of
people
what?
in
Yeah.
Japan or wherever. I mean, they drink like 10 cups a day. You know, but they'd probably be small. I mean, but they drink it all day.
Oh look, that New Zealand cunt just went live named Jake.
Right.
What? Yeah, what are you doing live, asshole? Not fucking being here. He's trying to steal my attraction. Fucking cunt. I'm gonna prank call him later. Yeah, but anyway, we used to prank call each other. He prank called my boss once.
Nice.
Oh, anyway, yeah. Well, back to the topic. Yeah, that's the thing. That Japan, like Asians, they use like herbal medicines, which is so much better than this artificial crap pharmaceuticals give you because
Right.
you know that's just temporary stuff. So that's like if you look after yourself, that's gonna be more permanent and it's gonna you know, it takes time, it takes patience. Like you're not it's not an overnight thing, but if you take if you stay away from like sugar, carbs, I mean, it doesn't have I mean, just like sugar and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
take green tea, get more vitamins. You have a lot of sugar, which depletes vitamins, which is also bad for your mood because certain vitamins are good for your mood, and when you have sugar, it depletes those vitamins, like B vitamins and all that. And
Right.
so when you take care of yourself, like it's a process. It's not something's just going to happen overnight, but it's a hell of a lot better. It's going to be more permanent in the long run, and it's going to be a hell of a lot better than these pharmaceutical lab chemical made drugs that the chemists and doctors gives you. Like that doesn't cure what's wrong with you. That just like temporarily gives you relief, and then it makes you immune to it and immune to whatever you get, and then you need, it's like a drug. You need more of it, or you need something stronger, and you're and since you're not adapting to the actual stress itself, you're just weakening out. But when you look after yourself, you adapt to it. Like you,
Yes.
you can tolerate it more. That just yeah, that all those antidepressant tablets and all that stuff, just like uh so I feel a bit burnt out myself.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they don't, yeah, they just weaken you out. Like, yeah, I should go like on a whole topic about one by one, like different things about health and that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll do like one topic about green tea, one topic about fasting, and do fasting the proper way so they can gain weight or lose like muscle tone. Like, and then I'll talk about a lot of like mental health and that.
Right. I mean, medications do have a place in many cases, like for pain control
Oh,
and
sure, yes.
but I do agree with you that perhaps there's almost too many medications being.
Well, yeah, like what you said, Amy. Can you hear me? I can't see my bubble
Yes.
when I'm talking.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can
there
hear
we
you.
go. It's just lagging a bit.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm on the chat. I mean, I'm on YouTube. That's why I should.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, like okay, that's correct, Amy. And to cover that, if you need to see a doctor about something, and it's not, I'm not discrediting doctors. Like, if you've got like a headache or anything like that, and you need to see a professional doctor, and they give you like that's fine. I'm
Yeah.
just saying I don't. My thing is I don't rely off doctors like permanently. I
Right.
prefer to take care of myself. But if I need to see a doctor, if anyone needs to see a doctor, and they're going to prescribe you with any chemistry, then that's fine. I'm just trying to take care of myself the best I can without that.
Right.
That's why I'm worried about seeing a psychiatrist. I don't want them to give me antidepressants because I just hear bad crap about that. And I've researched a lot into it because I'm not gullible. I don't hear things like some hippie and say, oh, okay, I've heard about this. It's bad. It's bad. I do my research. I do research even good things, even things that are good for you. I don't research, or what do they do for you that's beneficial. I research if they got cons as well. Okay, well, do they have anything? Even if I doubt they do, I'd still research. And
Right.
sometimes 9 out of 10 would be like, oh, it doesn't really. There's no real side effects on it. There's no real side effects. You might just get a little bit of this if you take it too much or too often in the long run. But I'll just like research a lot before I spend my money on something, or before I trust anything.
Right. Well, I mean, they can't force you to take it. They could suggest it, but like it's really it's up to you.
Oh, that's true. I mean, I should probably get a start, like just see like a therapist and just like at least talk to them.
Absolutely,
'Cause-
and they probably can discuss alternatives, and you know, because that I mean, it does have its place, but it's not for everyone, and some people just don't want, like yourself, don't necessarily want to have all the side effects because there are side effects.
Mhm.
Um, but I mean, I remember talking to my family doctor because I'm like, I'm having really bad dreams, and he's like, well, I mean, there's a pill you could take, and I'm like, I'm not gonna take a pill an add on just because I'm having bad dreams. If I'm going to have bad dreams, I just try to deal with it. But I
Oh
don't
yeah,
necessarily want to take a pill for every single thing.
I know. That's what I'm saying. One person watching, but you just bored everyone away, Amy.
Oh
Before you came up here with
man.
whatever. No, I appreciate you being up here, but yeah, that's what I feel like. Some pharmaceuticals, um, would relieve one thing, and then they'll cause another problem, and then you
Yes.
take care of that problem, and then I'll cause another problem. It's just
Yes.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like you can't win.
My mom was on a million prescriptions, and she had to take other medications to counteract some of like she had one medication that caused restless leg syndrome, so she had to take something for the restless leg syndrome.
Oh, I get that. I
So
hate it.
that so it was just like I think she got to the point where she was completely over medicated, and it was just oh my god.
Yeah, I try to. I think mostly it's got to do with vitamins, like vitamin deficiency. But even so, like nutrients and vitamins, like balancing it all out is very
Yes.
complicated. But I think so long as I eat whole foods now and invest money into my health
Right.
on organic foods and yeah, no,
Yeah, and
I
the
think
thing is,
that's
you can take some vitamins, but if you eat properly, you can get a lot of it from food because even if you supplement with a lot of vitamins, you can actually overdo it that way. I mean, I think it's rare, but I think a lot of it can do with nutrition. And
yes, that's true. Yep.
except for B vitamins, although I think that's in meat and eggs and things.
Yeah, that's in meat, eggs, nutritional yeast.
Right.
I
Oh, I
try and
love that
get.
stuff.
Yeah, I like on my salad or anything
Yes.
Greek salad.
Yes, cognitive practices. Yes, CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy is one thing where it's your thoughts create your actions, create your
Yeah, but
uh, moods, and then
but
in
I
a
mean,
certain.
you can take care of yourself. Feel really shit, but it helps. It's at least like you could suffer worse without it, without
Well,
looking
of
up yourself.
course, of course. I mean,
Like,
I have a friend. He's paranoid schizophrenic. He needs medication so that the voices calm down, and they actually
oh
do
yeah,
work. Yeah. So he's also
mm-hmm.
learned how to not pay attention to the voices, but the medication really helps. So there is a
Oh
place,
yeah,
but in a
yeah.
lot, I don't know if I agree with medicating children who can't sit still. Kids can't sit still; they need to be active, and I don't necessarily agree with medicating them to calm
Like
them down.
yeah, like ADHD or just like restless type.
Right. I mean, my brother has ADHD, but he's also 43 years old, so
Mm-hmm.
it helps him to sort of calm down because when he gets going and he like really fast and he's super active, but then he'll crash. But the medication helps him to sort of calm down, and he also does like CBD oil and gummies and things.
Okay. Yeah, I do that. I normally
Right.
do it for like brain health and anxiety and stuff. But
Right.
yeah, like if something happens that you're not in favor with, just something bad happened in your life, you're depressed about it or you're anxious about something. I mean, you can't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna look after my health," and I'm gonna be numb to it. But it helps a major part,
Absolutely.
and then you learn to like tolerate that type of stuff. Mean to it.
Yes.
I even
Absolutely.
take I even take cold showers, and that's one of the reasons why. And that sounds depressing enough as it is, but that apparently is good
Yeah,
for your
I've tried it in
brain.
the summer. It's not so fun when it's snowing outside.
Oh well, I mean it gets cold here, but it's not snowing cold.
No, no.
I yeah,
Yeah, I've heard of doing that. It's a little shocking, but you know,
yeah.
sometimes.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty used to it, but you can never get immune to the cold.
Right.
But I'm just saying, I wouldn't be doing that for no reason.
Of course, yeah, you're focusing on your health. I mean,
Like,
you're reminding me
yeah,
of my cousin. He's got epilepsy, and he's focused on trying to just be very healthy. And he works with his doctors to find the right balanced medication so he doesn't have a seizure. But he's also really focused on how do I just really take care of myself in case stress causes a seizure or anything like that. So, yeah.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because he had a bad one. He's finished now, but in university he had a seizure and he fell down the stairs. So,
Oh, yeah,
yeah, that was
nasty.
bad.
Wow,
Yeah,
I can imagine why. f-
right. There might be a delay or something. I don't know.
what delay
Oh, I thought there was a delay for some
in the
reason.
stream? Oh no, not because I went quiet just for then.
Okay.
I'm still, yeah, I'm still listening. I was just,
Yeah. It's all good, man.
you know what I say when I take cold showers?
Right.
Not right. When I take cold showers, I think you would know it. I think you've
Yes.
heard.
I know there's a reason some guys take cold showers.
Oh no, I was saying, do you know what I say?
I don't know.
You know what I say? I think you know this. I say, I was in the pool.
Ah!
I was in the pool.
Ah! 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 George Costanza.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
god.
knew because you like Seinfeld like me.
I
I
did. I
knew.
binged it before Christmas, the whole thing, and it took maybe a week or
I
two.
used to to like getting same. I used to like my parents watched it when I was like little. Wasn't
Nice.
interesting, but I got into it when I was 17.
Excellent. Yeah, I binged that, and then I'm starting to collect the Frasier series. I really like Frasier.
Okay, I never got into Frasier, but doesn't mean I haven't watched it. I'd I'd be comfortable. Sometimes I just watch Frasier.
Right, right.
It's not boring, but it's not like for me. It's
Well,
not that
they're
interesting.
yeah, it's funny, but yeah, some of it's just like, oh, guys, you're so ridiculous.
But
God.
I like sitcoms. I like South Park and all that.
Yes. uh, I never got into South Park, but I have seen, an episode here or there. It's very funny.
Mm-hmm.
67 minutes of outside time a day. Yes, it can. I've heard that. Being in the sun and, yep. Even just being outside is good. Yeah, you get fresh air and, yeah.
Oh, I thought he said in the sun. If I spent that long in the sun, I'll be
Burnt
so
to a crisp.
sunburnt. Shit, I was like, God damn. I mean, I go in the sun to get my vitamin D levels. I don't go
Yes.
in the sun.
It's like only 20 minutes, I think, and you get enough. But we have to,
Yeah.
in Canada, like we have to take vitamin D in the winter because we do get sun, but it's very low in the sky.
Oh, you should take cod liver oil. That's very good.
Yeah, I would probably take it in a pill form because I've tried taking the actual oil and I'm like, I can't. It's gross.
Oh yeah.
So,
I mean, oil, you absorb oil or liquid forms really good, but some can be gross. Yeah.
right.
Is this? It looks like there'll be that tree. Looks like there'll be a sloth or monkey in it. Did you
uh,
take it? Yeah. Oh, nice.
it
It's a tree.
does. Yeah, it's the tree that in my previous backyard. It's a maple tree. Actually,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
We never got maple syrup from it, but they're popular over here.
It looks like a photo I took.
Uh-huh.
I fell out of a tree like a decade ago.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, and I went back and took a photo of the tree, like exactly like directly under it. That's what it reminded me of, like
Uh-huh.
because you could see like where I fell from, like the branch I was on. I was looking at this because I do wood turning, I was looking at this growth in a tree which people turn. It's like a tumor for a tree, and it's very expensive. So I went up to like inspect it, and then I fell. So I was in the hospital for a while,
Oof.
and I was thinking about it because when you're talking about like medicines and stuff, I remember I got hooked on it was like Endorm or something, one of those pain medications.
Okay.
Because hospital, I was in pain a lot. If I wasn't on medications, then I'd just
Yep.
be depressed and really miserable because I'd just be like sitting in this bed, like
Wow.
just like with nothing but a TV, and I'd just be like, because I couldn't walk for a while.
Right.
So, so the whole time I was in hospital, I was just like in this bed for like the first 2 or 3 weeks.
Yikes. Were you
So
in a
I got really really bored, and I was
right?
going nuts, and I kept complaining to the nurses and stuff. So they gave me this endome, and I got hooked onto it. And that's what I was thinking when you're talking about medicines. I got hooked onto endome,
Yeah.
but yeah. So I was thinking about that before, and then even when you came, actually saw you on like I think Generic Trolls when I saw that picture. I was like, God, that looks like the. I don't know if I got that picture still somewhere, um,
Well, we
but
could compare if you find it. Yeah.
it's probably my old
Um.
files. I probably got yeah. It's
That's the thing is like, uh, painkiller addiction can often start because of injuries, and then they feel pain, and then they take more, and oof, they have to be so careful with that crap.
mhm. Yeah,
It's
I know.
crazy.
But I just felt like the only time I felt peace like was when I was on the pain medication, like the real
Yes.
powerful endone. Like I just
Well.
feel
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I just feel like high. Then I wouldn't feel pain anymore. I wouldn't.
Right.
I'd just be listening to David Bowie as well.
That's nice.
What were you saying, anyways?
I I sometimes get migraines and they get really bad. And I take a type of Tylenol that has caffeine in it, and it's specifically for migraines because the caffeine really helps. And I get that euphoric feeling after what, like once it's eased up, I'm like, oh, this feels great. So
Mm-hmm.
I can see why people would get hooked on it, but I'm also like, okay, I shouldn't take more than I need because I know I'll get hooked if I'm not careful. So
I know.
yeah.
It's like a massage for the brain. Like just
It
like
is. It
you,
feel like
it's
once
like
the yeah.
what I feel. It's like you're in a mentally bad situation, a bad state, and then
Yeah.
instantly, like almost instantly, it's like you're in somewhere else. It's like you go from hell to heaven. It's like
Exactly.
it's like you're in prison to paradise, or
Yes.
in like the next minute. Like it'll
Right.
be so quick, and you just feel so great. And that's why it's called
Well,
a
yeah.
drug, but it's
Well,
bad for
because
you. It's
like it is. That's the thing. Like my migraines, it feels like my head's about to split open. It's terrible. And then you
there
take it,
must
and
be.
within about half an hour, it's like, oh, that feels better. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's I don't want to play around with that crap.
I know, just like living off it. There might be natural ways. You'd have to look
There
into
are,
that.
there are,
To
yeah,
like, mate, there could be like even causes whether you're deficient in something why you get migraines,
yeah.
or it's probably
There,
stress related because you've been stressed a lot as well.
well, I've had migraines since 2007, so it's been a
Oh
while.
yeah, wow, that's long.
Yeah.
God,
One
I'm
thing
not.
is if I'm not drinking enough water, I can sometimes get one. If you're
Oh yeah, well,
dehydrated, that can, yeah.
I apparently drink too much water because when I got my blood tests, they said I was low in magnesium in that, and that's
Uh huh.
because I drink too much water that it dilutes it.
Oh,
So it's
good.
weird. Like it's
Yeah.
like you can overhydrate, and I've heard about
You
that before.
can.
But
You can.
you,
It's called like hypotrinemia or something.
yeah, that's what I was doing. That's why.
Right. Maybe that just means you have to take like a electrolyte drink, like a Pedialyte or something.
Yeah, I do. Sometimes I take like salt water before bed to help me sleep, which isn't nice, but it's for a
No, it's
reason.
yucky.
I do like drinking coconut water because that's got a lot of magnesium, potassium in it,
Yes.
and I do take electrolyte powder with water
Right.
sometimes, and I still drink enough water, but I don't drink as much.
Well,
But
like how much were you drinking? Like 5 liters or
I,
something?
I don't know. I wasn't measuring out. They say
Oh,
like at
okay.
least 8 glasses a day, but I'm guessing I could been drinking. I did drink a lot. Like I actually measured my bottle I drink out of, which is 2 cups, and I was drinking like got like 5 or so of them a day. So or more. I was drinking like 5 to like 7, 8 of them a day. So that's probably like about 10 to
Like 16 cups.
yeah.
Basically,
So I
yeah,
was drinking like double the amount. Like
8 to 10 is like a liter, basically.
is it? I thought.
I th-
Oh,
uh, Hang
I
on.
thought it'll be
No,
like a couple
a liter
liters.
is 4 cups, so it would be
I
more.
have no idea. Liters.
Yeah.
Okay, 250 ml. Oh yeah, that's right. 1,000
Right.
mils is a liter. So two. So you need 2 liters of water a day. If they say eight,
Yeah, but you can
I mean it
also
could be
get
eight to
that.
10. Yeah.
Yeah, you can also get it through like fruit, and if you have soup or something. So it's not just the actual water you're drinking. You can get it through tea or whatever. So
But if I drink water, it's because I'm thirsty, or
right,
it's because I'm trying to hydrate. But I
right.
don't eat a lot of sugar. But I think I used to, because when you eat a lot of sugar, it makes you thirsty, and that can be a symptom of diabetes. So
Yes,
so so when I eat a lot of sugar and I get thirsty, I keep note of that. I'm like, oh god, I got to cut this out because once you
right.
get diabetes, it's not the worst thing to have, but you can't really get rid of it. And then
It's yeah, type 1 is the one that you're born with or you get and you can't, it's not curable. Type 2 can be reversed. But you still have to be careful. But yeah, I've had the diabetes test where you have to drink a really disgusting drink and oh, it's foul. But yeah, I'm fine.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's the complications of diabetes that are crazy.
Yeah, it's
So
like one of those. I hate when you have to like take something and it's like you have like you just like put a drop in your mouth and it makes you gag like
right,
thing, but you're like you have to have it, you have to have it, you have to, and it's like a whole
yes,
glass. So like, how am I supposed to finish like a whole cup of this, or even if even just smelling it makes me like gag.
basically it's pure glucose that you have to drink because you take a blood test, you drink
Oh,
the
well,
drink, and then
yeah.
you wait for like an hour, and then have another blood test, and they measure the glucose in your blood, and the drink is so overly sweet, it's absolutely disgusting. And they're like, you have 2 minutes to drink it, and I'm like, I'm trying.
Oh well, I know it's like torture.
It
Yeah, like
is.
when I was in hospital, I had different things. It was terrible, but they gave me this drink.
Right.
That that it was like this soapy drink, but it was for something. But
Right.
it was. But they said I have to drink the whole thing, and and it was making me gag. And then there's not just that, but there's been other things I've been through that I had to drink.
Yeah.
Like I had to drink, and even just like the thought of it just makes me gag.
Right. Yeah. It's gross. They're like, hurry up. And I'm like, you're not the one who has to do it. Ugh.
I know, I know. Oh, there things really like there things like even like tea doesn't like green to me doesn't taste nice. I drink it for its benefits, but it's not. But it's tolerable. It's not disgusting.
Yeah, green tea.
It's
It
just a
like
little
tastes
bitter.
like a barn. It's like
But
drinking
there,
a barn.
but the, but there's some things out there where you're like, I can't have this. I'm suffering. It is
Right.
disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's one of those like you can taste it in your mind, and
Yes.
like that type of disgusting. Like you just
Right.
can't. Like if I
Yeah.
drink this, I'm going to vomit. I remember the first time I ate in hospital. This is not related to medicine, but they gave me. I started vomiting because I didn't eat for like 2 days because all the medicine they'll give me was I was so sick and I wasn't hungry. I felt like when you eat a meal you're full. I felt like
Yep.
that, but I was
Can't
really
eat.
skinny, and I was really skinny and I didn't eat for the first 2 days I was in hospital. And they give me like, and the doctor's like, no, you gotta eat, you gotta eat. You haven't been eating. I'm like, I'm not hungry. I feel like I'm just not hungry. And then this is yeah, and then they gave me a spoon. They had to spoon feed me, which was embarrassing, like a baby, because I was all drugged up and shit. But
Right.
they gave me a spoon of like this tin fruit, this little
Uh huh.
it's like this tin fruit,
Right.
and then I had like a couple spoonfuls of them, and then like a minute or so later, I'm just like ugh, all
Yeah.
over my lap.
And canned fruit or like that's just. Ugh. I
But
like
there's
fresh
no
fruit.
nutrition value in it.
No, and it's in a
It's
syrup.
all full of corn syrup and that. There's
Yes.
no nutrients in it. It's
I mean, if
shit.
anything, they should give you like a protein drink or something. But even those are like chalk. So
Well, they did actually give me uh sustagen formula, which was
right.
good. That was probably like one of the good things they gave me. But the food they give you is just like no nutrient
No.
no, not nutrient dense. It's just like, for a hospital they're supposed to they're like, oh, eat food, it's good for your bones and that. Because
Except
I broke a
crap.
lot of bones. So
Yeah.
they're like, it's good for healing and that. It's good for strengthening your bones and that, and
When
for
I was in the
healing.
hospital, and it's like this in many places, but here where I am, I mean, it's just carbs. It's
Exactly.
like
It's all carbs, no
here's a
nutrients.
here's one tiny egg, and then here's a bagel and toast and cereal and all, and I'm like, can I
Yeah,
just have
there's no
protein?
nutrients in that. It's full
No.
of sugar. There's no nutrients. It's full of sugar. It's not gonna strengthen anything. Or the only thing they did give me, which was real, was the sustagen drink, which is a nutrient drink, and
Right.
I really liked it. It's,
Well, it's something. Like if you can't eat,
and it was
it's at least something.
yeah.
But yeah,
But not like yeah. It was all carbs and it was all processed. It wasn't just carbs. It was like processed cheap stuff. It was like eating plastic. Like
yeah.
this
I mean,
processed.
they would make our soup sometimes, but it's all salty. And a salad would be this tiny little cup with like some lettuce leaves and a sad looking slice of tomato, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Oh, I know. Well, yeah. Well, that's why I don't trust or like doctors and all that. And
Right.
it's like they think they like. I'm sure some you need medicine or whatever if you need it. But
Well, of
I'm
course.
sure I'm sure there's a like even an average person like me, I know a lot more than they do, and plus even like even for money, like if people are better than they won't be making like profit like the government. It's also
Right.
like that they want people
They're
sick.
they're taught how to treat things and to take things out of the body.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
They're
I
not
mean,
taught about nutrition. They
they're
are,
fucking
but it's
stingy grubs.
yeah,
Like
it's
people could be a hell lot better. I feel like some of it's on purpose. They say, "Oh, take this medicine so you can come back in another few months and pay us."
right.
Like it's like government. Just like do
Well,
that
this is the
and
thing, and they have heart attack patients or bypass surgery, and they're like, okay, take all these meds and blah blah blah, and it's like, why not
yeah,
instead of
well,
that? I mean, of course, there's medication to help that, but it's not addressed as like, why did the heart attack happen in the first place? Why don't we address that? But they won't because they're not they're trained to treat the problem.
they're sort of like most doctors live off a script, and that's like scary.
Yes,
There's like, okay, this will treat this will treat that, and then these things they give out just causes other problems, and this is why I don't fall for that fucking scheme. Like I'm looking after myself as best as I can, getting like who would have thought like once upon a time who like myself I wouldn't think like it's got to do with vitamins or anything, but yeah, I was ignorant back then. I didn't know anything. It's like I don't trust all this stuff. I feel like I'm starting to know a lot more than I used to. That doctors live off scripts and stuff. People just
Yeah,
the hospitals and all that just care about money. They need the patient sick enough of time to come back because it's their
yeah,
living. And the government's a stingy ass. I've always known that.
yeah.
And I can take care of myself better. And if they won't give me the information, I'll work it out myself. I'm not
Right.
trying to be like some smart ass or anything like.
And the thing is, too, is if they go off script, they can get in trouble. So they don't want to get in
Exactly.
trouble.
Yeah.
So,
There was even this one doctor I was interrogating.
yeah,
There was well, she was this carer of this woman, and I was because I was talking to her like privately, just like a one-on-one talk with this doctor, and then I was talking about what her thoughts on. I was talking about all these natural remedies I give to myself that I have faith in, and then she was like doubting it and blah blah blah, and she was so into like a void, like she was saying, "Oh, that's not." And then I could like read bullshit or everywhere, and then I was trying to let her know. I'm like, there's a lot. I know there's better ways to like take care of people, and she sort of gave me, and she actually told me herself. She's like, I can't say too much, else I could get fired. That's what
that's
she
the
said.
thing. Yeah,
I was like, yeah, I was sort of like trying to get it out on her. I'm trying to say, trying to get her honest. Like, is this stuff good for me? Just natural stuff instead of
right,
this lab made stuff. You're yeah, I'm more open than that. I think there's better ways to take care of myself.
right. And sometimes what they can do is they can also be like, well, I don't know if I can say too much, but if you want to try it, you're okay to do that kind of thing. Like some of them are
Oh
more
yeah, I
open
mean
that
she
way.
was giving me that as well. Also,
Yeah, yeah,
I was just having trouble explaining it specifically from off memory, but she was sort of
right,
giving out as well. Like she was sort of like pretending to judge it, but say, if you want to go that way, go ahead, go
try it.
experiment on yourself. See, I experiment on myself, but I'd research a hell of a lot before I
Yeah.
do anything. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it's a very complicated field, really. Like, if
It
you want to
is.
like avoid like the system of pharmaceuticals and doctors, unless you really need so, like, it's really complicated. Like learning how to naturally take care of yourself, especially if you have to get it from raw material yourself, because doctors aren't ever gonna do that
Right. Yeah.
unless you become a doctor yourself. That's about the only way you can know this underground stuff.
That's a
Technically. I
huge
mean, I don't
pro-
know if maybe they don't. I mean, they're probably like not all doctors probably know. They probably because they study to learn just about
yeah.
what they're supposed to prescribe. I feel like a majority do know, like the better ways
Well,
to
there is this
like treat
movement
cancer and that
of
even.
where they're called functional medicine doctors, where they are doctors, but they are working all together um, to look into, alternatives. And it's not like anti-vaccination or anti-medication, but they're saying, well, what if instead of just throwing pills at heart disease, what if we actually did nutrition for it? So they're looking into. There is a movement where they want to have more nutritional classes in med school, and
Yeah, that's the doctor's owner. That's what I'm trying to follow. Like where people naturally take care of yourself. You can't
yeah,
be more because that's what we're built for. We aren't built. Human beings aren't built for like this westernized pharmaceutical synthetic crap they
right.
give us. They're like like
I mean,
just think about like before like all those medicines came back like her like how do we take care of ourselves naturally? Like we probably
right.
weren't as advanced as we are now on natural remedies
Yeah.
now. But
I
but
mean,
even the Asians, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, I. um, most
No, it's fine. You go ahead. I was just.
most medicines, even today, everything's based off of plants, but they keep, opium from poppies is for pain control. Um, so a lot of it's from plants. It's just that they've genetically engineered a lot of it to do different things. So it did start out that way, but yeah, I just I agree.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why I like yeah. That's why I like herbal. That's why I like how the Asians they live off like herbal
Mm-hmm.
remedies,
Mm-hmm.
like their teas and that.
Yeah, there's even
I mean, there's a whole lot of things in teas, but I'm just saying.
there's a medicine brand here. I forget what it's. Is it Lakota? Where it's medicine that is pharmaceutical, but it's also based off of like Native American remedies from herbs and different teas and stuff like that. So they worked, whoever the tribes were, worked with these pharmaceuticals to develop a brand. But they actually do use, different herbs and things that they've used for themselves. So,
Yeah, you even get there's a whole bunch of like adaptogens and all that stuff. Like there's there's teas, there's adaptogens and plant things from plants, roots. That's the stuff I have faith in. What was I gonna say? I'm on.
it'll come back.
I get my brain gets burnt out when I talk a lot.
Right.
When I'm listening and talking, listening and talking.
I mean,
Sometimes
yeah.
I don't. Sometimes I also have trouble trying to word something like explain. Like I
Oh no,
know.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Like Vicks Vapor Rub, for colds and stuff. I mean, that's based off of like the eucalyptus plant, which helps to open
Yeah.
up all your passages and all that.
Yeah, eucalyptus. Yeah, I do love the smell of eucalyptus, but I used to
Yeah,
hate that.
it's very woo pungent.
It can be, yeah. Well, some people used to use it in the saunas and that. I
Yes.
even used to love these eucalyptus lollies I used to have.
Yeah. There was an episode of Lost where someone was having an asthma attack and they couldn't find any of the puffers, and they're like, "Oh shoot!" And then someone found some eucalyptus plants, and she was like rubbing it on her chest and stuff, and it helped her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually, what?
I used to
Oh,
hate
sorry.
that when I was a kid. I'd have a blocked nose.
Oh
My
yes.
parents would put eucalyptus on my chest and under especially when I'm wearing black pajamas. It felt so it felt like a chemical. Like it was
Well,
like
yes.
cold and hot. It was like cold and hot at the same time and greasy and I
Yes.
mean right now I'd be fine, but back then when I was little, I was just
Oh,
a
I
kid. I was
know.
hella wicked and
Yeah, I had some cough. I don't know if it was croup, but it was also winter, and the doctor told my mom wrap her up and take her outside because the fresh cold air actually helped. So the
wow.
um they
I used to stand in the fresh cold air. I
yes.
used to torture. Sorry, were you talking still? I didn't mean to cut you off.
I think there's a delay. I don't know.
Oh no, I can hear you. I just thought you. I thought you. I just thought you stopped.
No,
I'm
no,
not
I'm
trying to
good.
be.
I'm
I'm
good.
not trying to be cactus.
No, you're fine. You're
No,
fine.
I thought you finished talking about how you said how you used to be forced to stand out cold, and I was going to say
I wasn't
something.
forced to stand. I was a baby. So she said just wrap her up and hold her and stand outside. So my mom stood outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was very little. So I didn't they didn't just leave me out there.
Well, what I was going to say is I used to torture the hell out of myself standing outside in the cold or even rain with a
Oh.
bonus, just so I could get sick enough to stay home from school.
Oh my goodness.
No, I don't know if that was pretty worth it.
I don't
Uh,
know, because you can get pretty sick. Yeah.
I used to be like, well, hopefully I'll wake up with a cold tomorrow and I don't have to go to school.
Right.
And then so I used to like just stand outside in the window cold with like my shirt off in the winter, in
Mm-hmm.
the rain. Imagine, I wonder what my parents would have thought if they saw that.
Right.
What the fuck? I'm just trying to
Yeah.
avoid tomorrow's school day.
Right.
And I went off track a bit, but I'm just saying when you talked about, so they thought that was like a well, were they trying to like harden you up or something, like make you immune?
There's something about cold air that helps congestion. I mean, they used to have tuberculosis sanatoriums, and they actually had them sleep outside because it was in the wintertime sometimes, and sleeping outside would actually like break up the congestion.
Maybe it's because it makes it cold enough, your circulation increases. I
Something
haven't heard.
like that. Yeah, that's what they would actually have. They would bundle them up. They would wear
I mean, it's
plenty of.
cold therapy. Like I take cold showers.
Yes.
That does a hell of a lot. That's like It's like you putting starting up the ignition of a vehicle. It's like the
Right.
mode is that your heart, your body goes into survival mode, which sounds scary,
Yeah.
but it's really like it's something the average person doesn't access. Like
Right.
the body goes into survival mode because it thinks it's cold and it's in cold climate, so your heart beats faster, your blood flows far, your circulation increases, you get more
Right.
oxygen in your lungs, and it does a whole lot of shit. It detoxes you, makes your immune stronger.
Yeah.
It does a whole lot of shit, things to your brain. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be surprised if standing outside does something. Maybe, yeah,
It does.
does
Yeah.
something for your congestion and that,
Well, yeah, like for tuberculosis, which is now curable, that's what it's something about the cold air would break up the mucus or whatever it was that was in tuberculosis lungs or whatever.
I just assumed that would make it worse.
No, they had them sleep outside, lots of bedclothes, and
So they would stay warm, but
they would.
their
they'd
head
be all
would
bundled
freeze
up.
or something.
Well, they would wear hats and stuff. It was just so they could breathe in the cold air.
Oh, to breathe it in. That's what
Yes.
I was missing. I was confused.
No,
I was like, what's the point of rugging up? I
No.
thought it was like some cold therapy. I was like, sleeping outside.
No.
God, that sounds terrible. Okay, that's why I missed out. I need to wait. I'm still waking up.
That's fine.
Yeah, so it's breathing. Okay, I understand now. The
For their
breathing in
breath.
cold air.
Yeah.
Couldn't they just put like get like a couple of like tubes, like long funnels or something, stick outside the window and just like put in, when when you're in the hospitals, you get tubes up your nose to breathe. Couldn't they just like stick it in them out the window? I'm sure it wouldn't do much. You only get a little. I don't think that'd be. I don't think that'd be realistic enough to actually absorb all that cold air. Nothing beats being outside. I feel good when I go outside and breathe in love air.
Yeah,
cold air.
Fresh air is good for you. It is.
Yeah. Well, but I think there's talking about it. I definitely think there's a vast majority of things out there that you could do yourself a hell lot better than like prescriptions and all that stuff naturally.
Yeah, I mean, there are some things that are legit needed, but there's a lot that can be alternatives for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, for my mom, she needed pain control, so they had different things.
Well, when I was on
yeah,
when I was in the hospital, when I was talking about before, how I got hooked onto the endome and that. I kept asking for it. I kept buzzing the nurses, and then they eventually said I can have as much anymore. And
Right. Right.
so I had this different nurse in one night, and so I buzzed them for the endome because my regular nurse wasn't there, and then she came back with the nurse, and she came back with my endone in that, but the other nurse that I thought wasn't there was there with her, so it made me feel uncomfortable. So I felt it was like, and I guess that's what the intention was. They still gave it to me, but she was just standing there. She didn't say anything to me, but she came in
Yeah.
with the nurse I buzzed that I was doing the night shift. She came in with her and gave me the medicine, and I was just like awkwardly taking it. And
Yeah.
then so I didn't buzz through. Then it's sort of like I'm still here, sort of like that thing.
Right.
It's
Well,
probably it was.
they have to make sure that
I
someone's
know,
doing
yeah,
that.
it's
But yeah,
bad for me. Like,
yeah.
yeah, I know they're
But it
looking after
sucks
me. But
because pain really sucks.
oh look, when I got out of hospital when I was discharged, they took me off all the pain medication, and I was in so much pain, and I had insomnia because I could feel like every bone that I broke in my body, and it was terrible, and I couldn't
Yeah.
sleep. I was laying in bed in pain, even and I had insomnia, and I had to just like wear it off. And it took a long
Yeah.
time it took, like, months, like, it took a long time for the the pain to get back because it takes a long time for bones to heal.
Well, of course. Of course.
But,
Yeah.
I remember getting the X-rays. The worst things in the hospital was when I got an X-ray. I was like, I'm being tortured because
Oh no.
that's when I really begged for the endome because I'd move you, and I remember moaning, and the nurse was just like, "Just apologize," and that's all they could do. But they'd lift you up onto the X-ray machine and place you down, and even just and I would just have trouble breathing because how bad it was.
Yeah.
But so that's also why I was hooked onto that endone. And it's also a drug as well. It doesn't just cure pain. It gets you out of that miserable like I'm stuck in hospital type vibe. It was like worse
Right.
than.
Right. Yeah. I think it's because there've been enough people who have abused that where they're like, "Oh, I'm in pain. I need it."
Well, that's what
But
I was starting to do. Even if I wasn't in like true pain, I was abusing
right.
it just to like get me out of. I'm staying at a fucking TV or no. It was
Yeah.
like I was in a prison cell.
Oh, it does feel like that. Yeah. I when I was there in March, I had a very limited view of the sky, and I'm like, I need trees, I need something.
I needed to get out. I couldn't
Yeah,
even walk. I couldn't even walk.
no,
I had to.
yeah,
So I was also like really restless and as well I couldn't even stand or anything. But yeah,
yeah,
yourself, yeah, I get, but yeah, I get what you mean. Even just like I'm not sure how mobile you were in your state, but even just like being in hospital, just with
well,
very
yeah.
limited.
It's, I mean, it's very sterile. I mean, you're there to get better in a lot of cases, and they're there to help. But it's just you become institutionalized after a while.
It does, yeah, it does become institutionalized. I was even I got that thing where I started hitting on the nurses that were looking after me because I was just trying to entertain myself, and I got attached to these nurses who used to rub cream on me because I couldn't do it myself
Right.
because my skin was dehydrated. But
Yes.
I was in a wheelchair for a little while, so that was my first time I could move, and so even that was a lot to me because the first 2 weeks I was just like laying on my ass in hospital in the bed, and I could only use that little machine that lifts you up just a very slight amount, not much, just to like eat.
Yes.
So even when I was in my wheelchair, I was just like traveling all over hospitals, going up. I was taking like lifts up different wards and stuff, like just to like move and see. And I'd take a while. I'd be gone for like a couple of hours. I'd go outside. That was probably like the best, like when I could just sit outside
Right.
at the front of the hospital.
That's the thing, though, is like
Like, it was driving me
I
mad.
had a thing that I needed checked, and it was on a part of my body that wouldn't normally be seen, and I'm like, I'm embarrassed, and the doctor was just like, look, we see everything, it's fine. You just the hospital, you just leave your dignity at the door.
Oh, look, when I was in hospital, like I went like the things I couldn't do that they needed to do for me, like I was a baby, like
Right.
I just I just completely blocked out and said it is what it is. I'll be candid with you. Like uh, I couldn't I couldn't even like go to toilet without
Right.
every time I need to go to toilet. Wherever I need to take a shit or piss, that would have to help me.
Yes.
And I just became numb to that because, like, well, what else can you do?
And they
I
do
was in
it
there for
all
5
day.
I was in there for 5 weeks, like,
Yeah.
but it still took a heck of a beating on my
it's
mental
it's
health.
it's it's not dehumanizing, but it's just it's oh, I need help with the most basic thing. The thing is nurses, like, they do that all day with
I
everyone.
know, it's just I couldn't be a
They don't
nurse.
care.
Everything I couldn't I don't know how this if you're a nurse, you have to be born a nurse. I couldn't do it. Everything
Yeah.
they did, oh god.
Um.
Especially, like, and when you're looking after old people who, like, piss
Yes.
themselves and all that, or
I mean,
vomit
I
and clean.
not to go into too much detail, but I helped to take care of my mom and did things like that when she
Yeah,
needed.
that
And
wouldn't be fun. I'd have
it's
to I
not.
couldn't do
It's
that.
yeah.
I
It's
I couldn't do that I couldn't do that to my parents unless I really had to, like, I'll just, like, call a nurse, "Hey, nurse, can you help my"
yes.
yeah, my dad
Um.
out or my mum out.
I would suggest to anyone who has aging parents who need help, get help. Don't do it yourself. Because it's just, I could do stuff like that, but after a while, I'm like, I'm not trained for this kind of shit.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I was trained. I'm not. I'm like, I'm not born to do this kind of work. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. I
but
know.
but yeah, I get the thing where it's like there's things that are embarrassing, but like they don't care. They
Well, you're
see
just
stuff
another
all the
patient.
time.
You're just another patient to them. You're just another job,
Exactly.
basically. That's what you are, another job. And you're in a situation where I was in there for 5 weeks. You're in a situation where you like it has to be done. Like,
Yes.
but the worst thing also is painful. Like with
Yes.
every time I moved, even if I use the toilet or just except for
Adjusted
eating,
your position or whatever.
yeah, it would
It
be
hurt.
every time. Yeah, they even gave me this blow up mattress for my
Oh
wheelchair,
yes, yeah. It helps to kind of shift you.
and that still hurt. That still hurt.
Yeah.
That's still because I okay. The worst bone I broke was my pelvis, and I
Ow.
was and so you're always on your pelvis. I'm on my pelvis when I'm laying down. That's when you get the least pressure when you're laying down. So
Jeez.
you're on your pelvis, but you still get pressure, and I could always feel. And it was in the arse area. I could always feel like this pain in my ass, literally pain in the ass.
Ow.
But and when I'm sitting down, they give me this blow up thing. But I'm just like always in pain, and because I'm on an area where I can't avoid, I can't give a relief to.
Right.
And pelvis is like the worst bone to break.
It is, and it's also like if you have
Well,
a hip replacement, it's like really super easy to recover from, but it would still hurt like hell.
I mean, it's not the worst. The worst bone to break is a femur because I googled it.
Yes.
But the worst bone, I broke a few of them. The worst bone I broke was the pelvis, and it was a really bit of a bone to break. It's in a bad position where you're always on it. Like, you can't avoid it.
Yes.
I couldn't even like lay my stomach or anything or side because I'd be moving all my bones and that.
Ow.
I I broke my legs completely. Where
Good God.
that would be bent. Like, it was a complete fracture.
Oof.
and still my pelvis was breaking your pelvis is worse than that.
Yeah. Were you in a coma from falling out of the tree?
I was not a coma, but I was unconscious. I can't
Right.
remember falling. I just remember being in a tree looking at the road, and the next thing I remember being on the ground in a shitload of pain, complaining a lot. Obviously, I was
Ouch.
complaining with these people around me. People saying, "Oh, look, there's an ambulance coming. There's an ambulance coming," and I just remember like I can tolerate pain, but I just remember like screaming
Well, yeah.
and and complaining and saying like what's happening. I'm in so much pain. Help, help, and all that.
Yeah.
And that's all I just remember being. I don't even want to remember falling. Whether I could have been conscious, and I've just been really terrible thing to remember
Yeah.
because I was really high. I don't even want to say how
Yeah.
high I was, but I was really high. I
Oof.
was I was like I know how high I was, but I don't want to say it. Just it makes me sick. I
Yeah.
could. That's why I took a photo of the tree. You could see where I was, but I don't. But anyway, I just remember being in that tree, looking at the root I wanted, and it's so not worth it being so high just for like putting yourself at risk. But I remember being in the tree, and I just remember being on the ground in a lot of pain, and then every like second was like so long because because especially because I could just feel everything broken.
Right.
And then I lost a lot of blood, so I had to get
Well,
blood taken.
yes. That's. Ow.
But I just remember these people just saying that an ambulance is coming, and then I kept saying like every like 5-10 seconds, I kept saying, "Is it here? Is it here?" And I kept asking for the ambulance. They're saying it's on its way, and then I remember hearing the sirens, and then they're like, "Okay, it's here. The ambulance is here." And then and then next thing I was in hospital, and I was just like all relieved and drugged out and
Yes.
happy. I was so fucking high when I woke up in the hospital. When they wheeled me in the ward, even though I was high, I still got memory. When they took me into the ward, when they wheeled my chair in, I remember just like as soon as they put me in, I remember shouting out, "Is there any sexy young women in here?" Because I was just like so. I mean, I went from a state of being in like agony to like being pain free and just
Well, they
high.
had you probably hopped up on everything,
Oh yeah,
so that
that was a
because
big
you were probably
operation.
in shock and
And then my parents were just around me, but I'm still I don't know how I felt if I looked down and I fainted because I was just climbing because I remember climbing. I was just like climbing without looking. I just kept climbing, 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 climbing without even caring. So I don't know if I looked down, realizing how high I was, fainted, or if I slipped, which would have been
God.
which would have been really scary because I would have been conscious when I was falling. No, but so there was no branch broken or anything, so it wasn't a broken branch. But I can't remember. I was unconscious for a few minutes. From what I was told, because I hit my head really hard.
Ow.
I
Sorry.
guess I would have landed on my legs because if I landed any other position, I'd be dead. I couldn't
Well,
have
yeah,
landed on my
landing
face
on
or
your head.
back.
Yeah.
But and plus, considering that the trauma was from my lower part of the body, like I
Right.
broke my legs, spine, and pelvis.
Ouch.
The only upper thing I broke was my nose. It wasn't that bad, but I broke my nose because obviously I will hit because there was a lot of impact. Obviously, I was slammed my face on the ground,
Yes. Yeah.
even if I landed on my feet. You know. But I'm just saying, so I had a broken, but I didn't seem to break any arms, so maybe I did faint because normally people would be like would have broken arms as well. That's what the nurse told me or doctor told me because they have the arms out just as an automatic defense.
Right. Yes.
So my arms weren't broken. It was apart from my nose, it was just my legs, spine, and lower. I mean, lower spine and my pelvis. So I must have landed on my feet, and plus I would have been dead if I
Well,
landed
yeah.
any
If
other
you
way.
if you landed on your head or
Or vegetable at the worst. God damn. I'd rather
yeah. But that didn't happen, and we won't have to go there. So.
Oh hell no. No, I can. I'm like to this day. It's like it never happened. I can actually run. Like I can. I
Oh.
do. I do that for my health because I do sprints like once or twice a week,
Uh huh.
and I can
Excellent.
actually run really fast. I was like,
Excellent.
I was chasing after this bike, and I ran like literally 200 meters, which is bloody far to sprint. I
Yes.
ran last week. I at night. Um, I was just like chasing this bike that I was going past on the road, and then I was just like running as fast as I could with it. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of funny how I go from like a really fucked up position to like it never happened, and then I can run like super fast.
Right.
Because I've yeah.
That shows how, with help, and with healing, the body is quite resilient and can get
Hmm.
back to.
But it's a good thing I wasn't in a coma because I was unconscious for a little bit.
Right.
But I can't remember falling. I was unconscious before I woke up,
Wow.
and but I wasn't in a coma.
Yeah. Excuse me. Because sometimes, depending on the situation, they'll put someone in a coma because the body is so in shock they have to calm it down.
Oh, okay, yeah, like
Sometimes. Sometimes.
well, I got my second dose of knockout, which was a lot better.
Right.
Obviously,
Yeah.
but no, they didn't put me in a coma, and I thought like I thought you mean from like the trauma, like getting in a coma.
Well, yeah. There's that where you could fall out of a tree and then be in a coma. But sometimes, depending on um, the situation, if the body's so crazy, it gives the chance. Putting someone in an induced coma gives the body a chance to heal, um, where it otherwise wouldn't work. So
Okay.
I think.
I wish they. I mean, I don't care now, but at that point, I'd probably be wishing for a coma,
Right.
and it would be so much stress free, and my body would just be able to heal itself a lot quicker, probably.
Mm-hmm. I guess it depends, and maybe sometimes they don't do that because, like, you know, you may have had a concussion or something. I
I'm
don't
just. What I'm really glad is I didn't do anything to my brain.
know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mustn't have hit my. I mean, I broke my nose. Obviously, you're
Well,
gonna
yeah,
hit
there
your
would have been.
face,
Yeah.
but I mustn't have. I mustn't have done anything. Like I didn't have any, even a mild symptom of brain
Did
damage.
they do like a CT of your head?
No, they. I don't think so. They checked my abdomen just in case I bursted one of
Like
my
a rib?
guts.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if I broken a rib and it might have punctured anything inside.
Ah.
They checked my abdomen, but that didn't happen.
Right.
Luckily.
Well, they can sometimes check for like to test for concussion. They look in your eyes, and sometimes they can sense that there's something going on.
I can't remember. They might have. I can't remember.
Mm.
My eyes were bloodshot red for a while because there
Right.
was a lot of trauma, and I looked terrible. God damn.
Well, I mean, I would expect someone who fell out of a tree might not look good for a bit.
I know that. I'm just
So,
saying. I
yeah.
mean, I'm aware of that, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, just
Yeah.
thinking about it. Like,
No, I know. I know. Must have been awful.
I had a really bloody face, and it was
Yes.
all bruised, and my eyes were really fucked up, like
Right.
red.
Yeah, when my mom was in hospital for a long time, she went into a room where it was like 4 beds, and there was a lady across from her who her face was all weird because she'd been in a car accident, so it was all sort of dislocated, and poor thing.
Oh yeah, that would
So,
hurt. A
yeah,
dislocation.
yeah, she was bad.
Actually, yeah, there was a lot of mangled people in the hospital. There was limbless people. There was one person who wanted to borrow my wheelchair when I wasn't using it because she got hit by a bus and her
Oof.
leg wouldn't. God, that would suck being hit by a bus.
Yeah.
And you'd and not only is it massive and powerful, like she was lucky to be alive, but like when you get hit by a car, at the very least you end up on the windshield. You just like because
Yeah.
buses are flat, you'll just like go from the bus to the ground once it
Yep.
stops. God.
I mean, those things are missiles when you think about it. They're
Oh yeah,
they're
she
weapons.
couldn't have been. I don't know if I asked her, but she couldn't have been hit that hard. The bus had to obviously been stopping or might have just been taken off.
Right.
There's
She may have
no
been
way.
hard to the ground. And
Yeah, normally a bus like goes flying and they're massive and they're all flat. Um,
yes.
there's like if you get hit by a bus, you're just gonna end up on the ground after once it stops. Yeah, if a bus was going like a good speed, even yeah, I mean, I didn't even have to go that fast, and it would still kill you. If a bus
Well,
hits
it
you,
probably
it'd be,
weighs like 2,000 million tons as well. So
and then she's just a bloody freak survivor. I can't. I'm just
yes.
assuming the bus couldn't have been going that fast,
Right.
but still, I mean, it did a lot of damage. It probably hit her leg hard enough where what, and she probably smashed everything in it, and
Yeah.
it's useless. Has to get it amputated. And I'm
Oof.
just imagining, God, I wonder if she was conscious or unconscious and
It's
she would be
hard to
in a lot of
say.
pain. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be bloody painful. Just all of that in the leg in that one spot.
Yeah.
And then there was yeah. What I'm really glad is I didn't break my upper I broke my lower back but nothing upper back because that's really dangerous to break as well.
Wow. I've never broken any bones. I've sprained my ankle when I was a ballet dancer. That fucking hurt.
Now, I sprained my ankle at the start of the year and
Yeah.
I told you about that.
I think you did. Yeah. I
That was after my that was when I had abdomen pains as
that's
well.
right.
It
Yeah.
was like a double whammy. But that's fine. I got an X-ray on that,
Hmm.
and then they said it's all good.
It's
So
all
good,
good.
so good, man.
Well, I
No,
mean, good, but yeah.
but I don't know. I mean, I can walk in it. I was running the other day, but but still, like when even like when I sit down, I can't cross my legs. It's still
Right.
it's a bit sore. So I'm just like, I hope they didn't miss anything.
Yeah. Did they check your stomach, like while you're having pain?
No, they felt my stomach.
Okay.
They didn't check it. I kept laughing because I'm so ticklish.
That
Oh,
doesn't
oh my god,
matter.
it's so weird. But they told me to lift my shirt up, and then they just were feeling the stomach, and then in like a month, I might get a checkup at the hospital.
Right.
Just that's what they said. They said I might get a checkup, so they might check my stomach.
Like, are you still having some pain, or?
No, it's on and off. But last time I had it in February, it was really painful. So
Right.
and I get it on occasion. So I just want to make sure,
Well, of
like,
course. I mean, I guess I'd be worried if it got worse, but if it's sort of just on and off, it might just be like a chronic thing, or yeah.
But they said that when they're feeling my stomach, they said, "Is there any pain?" And I said, "No. If I was in a state where it would be really painful, like if you
Yeah.
pressed on it." But
Well, yeah, yeah. Could be anything. Could be any number of benign things. I love the word benign. Yeah.
yeah, that's what that's why they get checked up. It could be multiple things out there. I googled a lot, and so I mean, the only way it's going to be found authentically is if I report it and get it checked up.
Right. I've been told several times, they're like, stop looking it up on the internet.
Oh no, there's for internet. I mean, internet's not reliable, but you can still, but there are things. But it gives you information still, like what things
Yes.
that it could be.
Well, every little thing that happens, like, I'm like, why is my finger itchy? And then,
Yeah.
you look it up and it's always stage 4 something.
Mm-hmm.
when actually it's just probably an allergic reaction.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. Hey,
Excuse me.
yeah. On another topic, I just wanted to ask about
Yeah.
the Mark Terry incident. I was
Oh
think,
God.
was it you that answered to me what he did? Well, I heard that
Uh,
he was holding a knife to his parents and he strangled a
I don't
cop.
think you and I've chatted for a while.
It might have been someone. Oh, I think it was generic troll that
It
told
could have
me.
been.
But I
Basically, yeah, he hadn't slept for like 5 days straight,
oh
and
wow, is he on
uh,
meth?
just kind of went berserk and threatened his father and brother with a knife. And
Wow. Okay,
the
so
police were
that.
called, and he punched the cop, and that's not good to do that. And he was
Oh
tased
yeah.
twice, and I guess he's still in jail.
Well, he could be in there for. Gee, oh, so all that happened. He could be in there for a while. You know, he could be
Well,
in there.
depending, I don't know if anything's gone to trial, but they apparently in Alabama they don't take kindly to cops being beaten up.
Well, they don't anywhere,
No,
and
but I
plus,
think especially in the states, in the southern,
especially Alabama. Wow. Well,
yeah,
well, that's what I'm thinking. He could be in prison for a while because first he held a knife. He threatened his dad and brother with a knife.
yes,
And then he sold it to a cop.
yeah.
So wow.
And his father's elderly and probably can't defend himself, but did the
I
right
wonder
thing to call him.
if there was something wrong with his mental well-being because it was up for 5 nights. I don't even know how you could do that, but if it was up for 5 nights and there was something going on with his mental well-being, this is when he needs a lawyer to like to defend. Like if he was like mentally not there. I was just thinking, God, I was thinking that's why I did ask again. Like someone said he was holding a knife. I thought they said to his dad and mum, but then someone said, and then I was like, wait, did I hear that right? And so I was just trying to clarify. And it's like, oh, wow, holy shit. So there's like a domestic, not exactly violence, but it was a domestic
A dispute.
incident. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, God, I can't even imagine holding a knife to my dad.
No.
But still, like, Mark Trey is different. He might have like I've been brought up and raised well with my family and that. Like some families are different. Some families don't get along, but I'm just like just had to clarify. Wow, still like that's insane. Holding a knife, like threatening the lives on like your own family members. Holy shit!
Yeah.
That's what I had to ask you. Did I hear that right? And apparently I
You
did.
did. You did. And I think most updates are coming from Isaac, um,
Mm-hmm.
in terms of police reports and anything that's being updated. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
he
yeah.
is not well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He needs a lawyer. And plus, you if you assault a cop, and this you're just asking to be tasered. You're not.
Well, this is the thing. They tased him twice, and I mean he's huge,
Yeah.
so it may not have worked the first time.
Well, tasers are really powerful, but
Yes. Sometimes they don't
even for
work at
big
first
guys.
because the person is so full of adrenaline that they don't even feel it. But
So yeah, they tasered him, and then he continued to attack.
I don't know. It may have missed, or it just didn't work the first time. I wasn't there. Um,
Well, that's something I wouldn't want to experience being tasered.
no,
Jesus.
it's
Well,
awful
my Mark
there.
Terry, he can cross that off his bucket list, being tasered.
Yes,
I was always
he
curious.
he needs help, but he also
Yeah,
needs
yeah.
to
I feel like I mean,
stop doing
if he sold it a cop, like you have to really not be there, like mentally. You have to be like way out
right.
of it. Like people don't assault cops because they know what's going to happen as much as they want to. They know what's going to happen. You're going to get tasered, and it's going to be bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the long run.
And
You know.
they don't automatically I mean that's when they have to it's at the
Oh yeah, well they have to.
and they even
Some
say I'm going to tase you, and they warn them, and then finally um but yeah, might have a lawyer. I don't know, but he needs help. He also needs to think about what he did, because I can't believe he did that to his father.
Yeah, that's wild.
His father's elderly. He's either in his early 90s or late 80s. I don't know.
Well, he attacked that Shane guy that
Yes.
bum guy that was living with him. So there's something like not right with him.
Yeah.
Is he? That's what I'm saying. If he gets a lawyer and they could they would find every bit of detail about Mark's mental well being, whatever's going on.
Right.
Unless he's on meth, then he's or some
Well,
drug, then he's
I don't
fucked.
know his drug history. I really don't.
Well,
Uh,
I don't know if he is, but I'm just saying, just in case it's like something drug related, then he's probably
yeah.
fucked because there's no
Well, I
excuse for
don't.
that.
I think he's on meds for bipolar. I don't know,
No, I said
but I
meth.
don't think he's taking them. I don't think he's purchasing his prescriptions. I don't know, but
No,
I,
no, I'm saying like drugs, like not like illegal drugs. I'm saying
right.
like
Yes.
if he took something like powerful and
Right.
that's contribute to his mental well-being, then there's probably no excuse for that, and then he could be fucked. But if
Yes.
it's just natural, if he's just like naturally, not there, like he's been suffering some sort of mental breakdown, and he hasn't slept for 5 days or whatever, and it's like more natural than something like reckless and
Right.
intimidant.
Well, yeah. If you
Um,
don't sleep, you go nuts.
well, then he could have a lawyer like defend him, saying, this guy's not mentally there. This A, B, C, D, all the way up to Z, and give it as much detail,
Right.
like prepare him for his call, and give as much detail to the judge as they can to like show prove this guy's like make it as intentional as much as possible.
And I think they're
Unintentional, I mean,
exploring
yeah.
all of that. Like, I don't know if there's a lawyer involved. I wouldn't be surprised. It probably would be a good thing, but I think I don't even know how it works down there.
He might not be able to afford a lawyer, but I'm just saying. I mean, I don't
Probably
know if he's going to
not.
go to lawyer or not, but I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on, why he did that. But I'm just saying, if he did get a lawyer and he's got like mental health issues, because
Right.
like, and he's like way out of it. I mean, even if it's just a little bit, like they could defend you just a bit.
Right.
I mean, that's a lawyer's living is to defend their client and find as much detail as they can and about this person and why they did this and how to like persuade a judge or and
Right.
things to because it's a very complicated process call because
Yes.
but if he wants to better the outcome of himself, even if he would still spend say 6 months in jail, if he wants to better the outcome and he's got like mental problems leading to why he did that, and the fact I wasn't sleeping for 5 days could also help. Like that's what a lawyer could do for him.
Well, of course.
But, I mean, I'm not saying he's going to, but I'm just saying he
Well,
probably
he
could.
needs help either way.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he's a person who needs help, like he is not mentally stable, like a lawyer would that's what a lawyer would find out. Okay, this guy needs help. He's instead of someone sane and more intentional, then like if I just like right now like held a knife to my family and I attacked a cop like fuck you type thing, and just attacked him out of aggression. I mean, yeah, if you get what I'm saying, yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Like if Mark Terry is someone who needed help and probably should have got it before anything or of that
Yeah.
happened, then
Yeah.
still that could be used in the books of like that could be something the judge needed. Like, okay, this guy needed help and he should have got the help he needed. Unfortunately, he didn't get it, and this is what he's suffering from, and this is why this and why that. So if Mark's the
Well, he
person,
didn't get it, and he didn't take any initiative to get help. Unfortunately, so he's just been online all the time, and that's not.
Oh yeah, hell, that's not going to help.
No. So.
So people can't rely off. So too many people rely off online therapy, which deep down they know consciously they know it's not going to help, but they they try and make themselves believe it's going to help. That's why there's a lot of like, some people like drama. Why there's so much drama. Majority of people have things going on in their life that they're too scared to confront, so then any adult big and bad on YouTube or something, and all this drama is happening. Not everyone. I'm just saying some people.
Right.
Mark's a perfect example. He went online, he had drama with people, and he
Well,
thought
he's
that was
addicted. He's addicted to YouTube. That's the problem.
yeah, that as well. He thinks he's gonna let out his frustration by shouting at someone when that's just gonna build up, and he's gonna get more frustrated, more angry because they're gonna say shit back to him, and that it doesn't help. It's not. There's no therapy for social media to have, especially drama related.
Right. Crazy.
Crazy. And if
Crazy.
Mark's crazy, then that's probably his best friend in court.
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's 1:30 in the morning. Goodness.
Hey, yeah, you sleepy?
A little bit because I had my evening meds, so I'm a little sedate.
Not that I'm kicking you off. I appreciate you being up and chatting with you. But I'm
Oh
just
no, it's
saying,
fine.
if you need to go to bed anytime, just go ahead.
Sure. Yeah.
Wrap yourself in your blankets and snooze away.
We have one viewer. Oh my goodness.
I know, like I said before, the whole time you've been up here, you've had like one or no viewers. Nah, I'm joking. You know why?
What's
Because
that?
all people care about is drama. No,
I know.
I had
We're
about
talking about everything.
I had a few. I had like 8 or so people before,
Right.
which is okay. It's not a lot, but it's okay. I mean, I don't care if I have no one. One troll. Look, we got Kiwi. He just showed up just now.
Oh, hi, Kiwi. How are
Kiora, bro,
you, bro?
Kiora, whatever the fuck that means
Yara?
again. Kiora. But yeah, I had like this troll in the chat like a few weeks ago, and I was just talking to this person on panel, just me and him, and
Mm-hmm.
they said in the comments, you're streaming just for 2 viewers, and I was like, I don't normally reply to that stuff, I don't ignore it, but I just replied, no, I don't care how many people are here. I don't care if no one's here. If there was like 60 people here,
Excuse me.
if the bless you. I said if there's
Excuse me. Sorry.
bless you again. Anyway, I'll start that again. But
Nah.
they said someone in the chat said that you're streaming for 2 viewers, and I had this other person on panel with me, and I said I don't care if there was no people here. If there was like 100+ people here, that'll be great. But I really don't care if no one was here at all. I'm having a conversation with someone on panel, and I'm not gonna end it just because no one's watching.
Right.
It's like with you, Miss Amy. I'm not gonna be like, oh shit, no one's here, Miss Amy. I know we're having a good conversation, but I'm gonna end it. So that's why I said to them, like, just, yeah, if you troll, I just point out how dumb some of these trolls are. Like,
Right.
I'm pointing out facts to them where they think they're gonna offend me, and I know myself. I used to be a fucking piece of shit troll a while ago
Right.
until I stopped. But because uh, so I understand, but I was never a dumb troll. At least, like I'll be factual. So I was being factual to this troll, saying I don't care how many people here. I'm having a conversation with someone. That's all I care about. It's just
Right.
a conversation. It's not to if it doesn't have to be a form of entertaining an
No.
audience. And then I also said to him, and another thing is, you're one of the viewers, so you must be interested. So I
Exactly.
just made see, I was just made an absolute fool out of themselves. They said, oh, you're here for 2 viewers, and I said how the purpose of streaming is to have a conversation with someone, and you're one of my viewers, idiot. So you must
Exactly.
find this.
And Kiwi
So like,
doesn't care how much views he gets too. So I mean, you guys have
I know.
something in common.
But I just why did I bring that up? Because you said we got no viewers, Amy.
Oh no, I was
No, no,
literally just observing. Like I'm like,
no,
oh,
don't take that wrong. I didn't take it the wrong way.
it's fine.
I'm not. That just reminded me. That's all. That's all that
Yeah.
did. Reminded me. I know. I mean, you're just.
It's
I'm a
all good.
hated soul. It's because I'm Australian. No one likes down unders.
I do. I have friends in Perth, in Perth,
In Perth, I've been to
Perth,
Perth. I've been to
Fremont,
Perth.
Fremont, Fremantle. I don't know.
I've been there once and it's always humid. It's nice,
Right.
but I couldn't live there, but it's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Amy, I'd love to meet some up with you one day.
That'd be cool. Yeah, come to Canada.
I'd love to go to Canada. I'd love it. And I'm also arranging to, yeah. I'd like to meet with some people. Yeah, but that would be awesome if I could
Yeah. Yeah.
meet Miss Amy. When when did you come around YouTube? I felt like
Um.
I remember the end of last year. I saw. I'm not sure if it's because you went on Jake's panel a lot, but that's when I started noticing you. But I felt like
Yeah.
I've known you for a while.
I think
But
I started coming around here like
not just Jake's anyway.
no,
Like
no. I started go. I went to G Mango's streams a lot. Like probably the beginning of the pandemic, maybe like 2021 ish.
okay.
So yeah, I've been sort of around since
Okay,
then.
maybe yeah. I didn't know if you're new to YouTube or what, but I feel like I have seen you around. Like I
Right.
just haven't interacted with you. It's only because I hang out at Jake's and
Right.
you went on his panel. I feel like the like last December, the end of last year, sort of around that time. That's when I started
Yeah.
noticing you, and I was thinking to myself, have I seen this person before? Their name, that I feel like I've seen them around. I feel like
Right.
I've
Yeah.
seen, but I just haven't noticed them. They're just another person in their chat because I meet so many people on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes everyone's sort of just around, and then you finally sort of meet them, and then it's okay. We've
Well,
been here
okay, well
for
maybe that's my well, you answered my question for me. Maybe I have known you for a while, but not known you. I've just like
yeah.
seen you around.
Right.
Because I was wondering, yeah, I was working out. Why do I have a feeling I've seen her around every so often somewhere? I've seen this
Yeah.
Miss Amy somewhere in
I
different places.
yeah. I would go on G Mangos's.
Maybe it was there. Maybe it was in G Mangas. I don't go there often, but on every occasion I'll pop up
Right.
there. Yeah.
And then sort of moved to there was someone else because I've been on Jake's, I've been on GT's, G Mangoes. Ugh, I know I'm leaving someone out, but I'm just around. I'm one of those people. It's just around.
I get you. Yeah. Well, I guess I couldn't work out if you're new to the community, but
No,
your name just rang a bell to me. You're
right.
Miss Amy.
I used to
Have you?
be. I used to have. I think it was Anxious Amy.
Oh, I was just about to ask you them. Have you always been Miss Amy, or at least for a while?
I was Anxious Amy because I'm anxious, like I'm an anxious person, but I changed it to Miss Amy because I've been called Miss Amy by many, 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 many people. So
I know a channel you might like and it inspires me. They're like the Batmobile of health, mental health and well-being and like you could have like anything. I'd be like, oh, I mean, okay, well, I'm depressed today. Well, I've got this. Well, I've got well, I've got an itchy finger. I just say that I've got it. Whatever. Yeah, you could say anything if you feel fun, if you feel like mentally. It'd be like anything. You type it in and type in the name Dr. Burge. He'll literally cover it for you. He's like the Batmobile. Like
oh, nice.
regardless of what it is, he's got like an answer to everything. So I put his channel in the chat.
Okay.
I put in the private chat, but you'll probably like his channel, and
Nice.
considering there's so much bullshit out there, gullible people fall for. I'm telling you, I've so, some of the things I've already, that Dr. Burge covers, I've already known about before discovering his channel. So that's how I know. So that's how I know he's
Oh, okay.
So that's how I know he's legitimate. And he doesn't just he goes into details. Doesn't say this is good for you. He goes into details as why, and he just
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen his face before. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I've followed, because I have been doing intermittent fasting for a while. I'm a little bit lax on it lately, but like Dr. Jason Fung is the guy I learned about that from. So,
Okay.
Sugar, Eric Berg. Okay.
I mean, there's a couple things I'd don't. Hey, what's up, random? How you going?
Random Brandon. Yeah. Hi,
I
Random.
see that. Hey, random Brandon. But uh, there's probably a couple things I don't believe in. I mean, I'm not saying they're wrong. Maybe I don't know enough
You just
about, but
disagree.
yes, yeah, like
Right.
carnivore diet, like he goes on, like he covers specific topics depending on someone's condition or
Right.
whatever. Like there's different ways to treat yourself, and he'll
Yes.
go on about it. So I'm not saying it's wrong. I haven't looked into it enough, but there might not be. But I'm just saying, like for example, like dry fasting. I've done that once.
What's dry fasting? Is that where
I
you have
prefer. That means when you fast, you don't have any fluid at all, no
like not
water.
even water?
You're just nothing. Normally, when I fast, I go for a water fast to hydrate myself. I dry fast once just because someone recommended it for my anxiety,
Right.
and I feel like it might have helped. But it'll be something I'll do all the time. I feel like, and the carnivore diet where you just eat
It's just
meat.
meat.
Apart from it being incredibly boring, I don't know. I think you'll need your vitamins, your fruit
You
salads, and all
do,
that.
and
And
if you're just doing carnivore, you need fiber because it doesn't have fiber in it. So.
yeah, but yeah, uh, I feel like, and plus, I feel like too much red meat's not good for you. Like, it's good for you, but it, I do believe that it can be bad for like
Well,
what's
if
it
it's
affect
the
your liver?
only thing you're eating, I mean, unless you're out and trying to survive on a desert island, um, you do need some. Like vegetables are okay to eat. You know, they're good
Yeah,
for
yeah. Well, that's why I'm not really like he has faith in the carnivore diet, and maybe it is good for a specific condition. Maybe I don't know, but
sometimes. Yeah,
for
it depends on the
maybe it's
person.
for short one.
Yeah,
Yeah, what is it?
it depends on the person. For some people, my brother has he eats a lot of protein, and like that seems to work for him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like
Basically,
he,
just
he basically tries to not have like a lot of carbs, but like vegetables are okay.
well, that's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm just talking about like meat only. I'm not sure if
Yes.
it's for a
Yes.
specific period, but I wouldn't say something. I don't believe it'll be like a permanent like benefit, but
No.
maybe I'm wrong. I
Yeah.
mean,
You'd have to
I'm sure
work, I
Doctor
think, with a nutritionist to make sure that
I'm
it's.
sure Dr. Berger knows a lot more than I do.
Well, you're dealing with a lot of fat, so and nothing wrong with that. But if that's all that you eat, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's people up north, like the Inuit, who just have like whale meat and seal and stuff, and they're fine. But I don't know. It's hard to
But
say.
but apart from that, like that's just the very few things I don't quite believe in. But maybe it's just maybe it's just for like a short period of time. Like maybe it's for like I don't know. I haven't watched any of his
It's hard to
carnivore
say.
videos or his dry fast videos. Yeah.
I mean, when I do intermittent fasting, I drink water. I'm drinking it right now, and you can have green tea. You can't have anything that would raise your blood sugar. So.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I've
I do
actually lost
intermittent
like 30
fasting.
pounds over the past few months just from like basically some intermittent fasting, but just eating less crap.
Yeah, it's good for you in many ways. Good for
Yeah.
your skin, your body, your whole
Yeah.
collagen, your ligaments. You know you have more nutrients because you're not depleting nutrients from excess
No.
sugar and all that, or no sugar, even better.
And I'm just reducing
Your
my
brain's better.
yeah, exactly. I'm just reducing the amount of food that I eat, even good food.
That's good. So long as you keep up, so long as you get full nutrients, you're not
Yeah.
exactly starving yourself. Like fasting, like there's a right way to fast, and it's not starving yourself.
No.
It being hunger. You go past the hunger stage, but fasting is when you're malnutritious, and fasting a proper way is when you fast for a specific amount of time. Your body rejuvenates itself while it's fasting because it's not focusing on digestion and all that, so it
Well,
rejuvenates,
exactly.
repairs itself, and it gets into survival mode after a period of time where it thinks it's starving, so it uses ketones
Yeah.
instead of sugar energy. It uses fat as energy, which is ketones.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
and I can't remember how I was going to end that. What I was just saying then, but
Ketones and
yeah.
that's okay.
But yeah, it is good for you. Oh no, I was just saying like so long as you fast the right way, it's good for you. Yes, random and random. I would love to God yeah, hell yeah, I love to do podcasts with you. One of the I think I don't know if they're trolling or not, but someone recommended they came in here once. He was on my panel like a month or so ago. It was like it's just like some podcast or something when I was talking to
Right.
him.
You might want to check out Dr. Robert Lustig. He's all about sort of anti-sugar. He had this lecture he did in like 2009, and it's had like 1 billion views or something.
Is it Dr. Robert Lester?
Lustig, Lustig.
IG?
Yeah.
I think I found him.
He's a pediatric gastroenterologist, and he said 50 years ago my position, my type of doctoring didn't exist because he's dealing with children who are dealing with diseases that you're supposed to get when you're old. And
Wow.
yeah, he's
That's when
very
you really
anti-sugar.
see me. I do all these things like intermittent fasting the proper way with full nutrients before and after breaking a fast. I avoid sugar. I do all this stuff so the opposite would happen to me. That when I'm older, I won't have the common chronic symptoms older people have.
There you go.
Like so, but right now these children, the opposite of that. They actually, if they're getting all these old people symptoms when they're at a young age, they're not going to live that long, or they're going to have
No.
all the problems in the world.
I mean, he's talking about like it's a little disturbing, but like they've done autopsies on children who've died from things, and they'll find they're 8 years old and they already have cholesterol building up in the arteries because of the standard American diet.
The westernized, yeah. I'm trying to like the world's too westernized. Before the world went, yeah, there's sugar in everything, in carbs and all that.
It's ridiculous, and he's not completely. He said a little bit's okay. He has sugar twice a year. He has a piece of cheesecake.
I mean, that's fine.
New York, and then he has like a piece of pie for Thanksgiving, and that's it.
Well, that's pretty good. I mean, you could never have sugar again, and that'll be better for you. But you could still have sugar on occasion, and
You
It's
can't.
just the less you have, the better out you're going to become. But still, if you want to have sugar, or if you want to have like a McDonald's or
Yeah.
whatever on occasion, that's fine.
I mean,
And when
they
I say
they
on occasion, I don't say like once a month. I mean like
no
really on
no,
occasion.
but not 3 times a day. Excuse me. Um,
I haven't had alcohol or any sugar for like the last few months
right. Good
since
for you. Um,
March, I think.
like he oh, what did he say? Oh shoot. Oh, it was right on my head. Um, crap. It'll come back. uh, he says a little is okay, but not to the degree.
Yeah, is that what you're
He's
trying to remember to say?
no, it was something else, and it'll come back. Shit. Oh, crap.
I hate when it happens when you.
Yeah, yeah, it was right there. But
I probably talked
he,
over
uh,
you.
he's very very interesting to listen to because he's just like it's a complete disaster. Oh, yeah, breakfast cereal. It's not breakfast; it's dessert.
Oh yeah, it's a good way to see it. I like doctors who don't just say avoid this, avoid that. They
Yeah,
explain it in details, in factual details, so you
yeah,
understand it. You know what really motivates me to do something, avoid a certain thing or take a certain thing is when they don't say this is good for you, this is bad for you, black and white, black and white, black and white.
right.
When they go into details and explain why and basic but good detail, good knowledge, that's when I understand and it makes sense, and then it makes you more motivated. And not only that, like you're happy. You're like, okay, well, this is what I'm doing to myself. And even something basic like saying like cereal is not cereal, it's dessert. Like that just
Well,
that's not
yeah,
that's not
it's
that's not a major explanation, but
right.
it's a fact.
It's just
Like
carbs and sugar, and it's always corn based, but it's
yeah,
they
it's
slap
not.
on a it has all these vitamins and minerals. Yes, it does, but it's also just sugar.
Mhm.
It's sugar with vitamins.
And yeah, you know what else you do when you look after your health? You save money because you're not buying all the unnecessary things.
Yes,
Your mood's better because you're not pressing the dopamine button all the time. I mean, if people, I mean, it's nice. Everyone loves sugar. I love sugar. I love junk food, but
I do
it's a
too. But
temporary
you know,
thing. It tastes nice. You release dopamines, but then it just you crash after, and it's bad for your
well,
mental
yeah. I
health.
mean, we're programmed as humans to like sweet things. Like when it was early humans, if they tasted berries or something, they'd be like, "Oh, that tastes good. That's energy."
Mm-hmm.
Like so, your brain thinks, oh, "Okay, that tastes really yummy. I like it." So that's a source of energy. And so, but it's not berries on a bush that we're having things in the
Yeah,
supermarket. That's just
like like you said, we're programmed to like sweets and anything
yes,
that tastes nice. That's why we've got taste buds. So
yeah,
everyone will be around the two shops, no one will be eating. So it's like the same reason why we have pain receptors.
exactly.
So yeah, so we do like sweet things. We enjoy it, so we can eat. And but the thing is berries are sweet, but like we're programmed to like sweet things like berry, but we're not made to put so much crap in our body.
No,
Like this is like way before the world was westernized, especially
yeah,
countries like America and Australia. Like
yeah,
America particularly, like before there's sugar in this, that, everything, even things you wouldn't even like there's so much hidden sugars as well. It
I
drives
know.
me mad when I'm looking after myself, drives me mad that I have to like look at every like bit of detail. Like not just you don't just look like when you nutrient values when you're buying something. You don't just look at sugar, you also look at the ingredients as well. Some just because it doesn't have any sugar or in it, or might say, "Oh, this a lot of something could have a lot of protein in it and be very low in sugar." You might think, "Oh, well, that's great," but it could be even ingredients could be bad for you, like corn. corn syrup. There could be or whatever. Which
Well, exactly. And the thing is sugar and corn syrup. It's really cheap, so that's why they put it in so much stuff.
yeah, but we weren't made to have this. Like if you think about before, the days when people before pharmaceutical medicines and sugar, westernized food, and trans fats and all that, like people had to, they probably didn't take care of themselves the best, but because they weren't as advanced to like look
Well,
after themselves,
exactly.
but now naturally looked after themselves, and they relied off like meat, like whole foods, vegetables, and
Yeah, they made everything. And,
even bloody healthy foods that are supposed to be healthy. You have to look out for,
right.
and
And they did have sugar back then, but it was also way less. They would have like 100 pounds a year, whereas now it's like 100 pounds a month that we all have,
mm-hmm.
or something, whatever the ratio is.
I have to like mostly make my own foods like
Right.
as well sometimes from
Yeah.
scratch,
I mean,
which
that it's so
which
easy to just get DoorDash or something, whereas 50 years ago, 60 years ago, they made everything at home every day,
mm-hmm.
and
I
they
mean it can
had
be draining, but yeah, I like cooking, but it can
yeah.
be
I mean,
draining.
that was
But
just also how people lived too, and then
yeah,
the whole stupid low fat movement came in the '80s, and people got fat from there because they replaced fat with sugar.
yeah, like yeah, low fat yogurt and all of that.
Everything low fat. It tastes disgusting without the fat, so they put in sugar, and then
And
people
now
got fat.
they're destroying healthy foods like there's like vegetables of or um pesticides and that all over it. So the best way,
Yeah.
like, so you have to. The best way is to buy organic food, which is more expensive. It's expensive living healthy, but
Right.
you invest your money in healthy food. I look at it this way: you invest your money in organic healthy food, and you save your money for therapeuticals in the long run, and you don't have to go to
Exactly.
doctors. But still like there's all like they destroy healthy things that have full of vitamins like fruits and veggies because there's all pesticides in them. So you have to get things that are organic and even meat. Like meat's good for you, but grass fed's better than grain
Yeah.
fed, and pasture raised better than caged eggs. But they're
Right.
still good for you, but they're not as good. So you have to
Not
put
as good.
more money. Yeah, I buy pasture raised eggs, grass fed butter, grass fed meat, raw milk, and organic fruits and vegetables. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Right.
But it's more expensive, and even when I'm fasting, I like fasting because I think about saving money. But then you buy expensive food, but it's probably better. Like you're saving your money in the future because you're not going to be spending on looking after yourself with synthetic medications and that
Well, there you go. I mean, you
and
weigh
all that
out
crap.
what's more important. Plus, if you shop smart, you actually can save money.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Sometimes I'm just walking the shop. I just can't be bothered, and I'm just like, go, God, what the hell can I eat? And I'm just like aimlessly walking around. I
right.
hate that. And then I don't, because there's so much. When I shop, I like to get the best quality foods and save most on money and all that. But doing all
Yes.
the time is really repetitive. But I do.
Right. Right.
And if I get like non-organic fruits and vegetables, I just wash them like really thoroughly. Everything I
Yeah,
get.
you do the best you can. And
Yeah, the best you can. Yep.
mhm.
So what do you think you're gonna dream about tonight?
Oh gosh, wouldn't that be nice? You can choose your dream.
I know.
Tonight I'd like to select from the menu.
Well, you probably missed your REM sleep.
Yeah.
God, I didn't know it was like late in Canada. That's why when I
Yeah,
stream, it has
it's
to be a good time.
5 to 2 I'm on the East Coast, so
I'm not
yes.
sure what time it is in America, but I thought it'd be like around 8 or something,
It would
or
be 8
9.
probably in like Los Angeles or something, or
Oh
Oregon.
yeah, that's where I stayed when I was in
Right.
America. I kept messaging my mum or in WhatsApp, and then she was like, "Can you stop messaging me at 4 in the morning or something?" I was like, "Oh shit, that's all right." I do.
Oops.
I'd send like a picture of like Universals or something, like in Simpsons Land or whatever, or I'd message her about something.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hungry myself, and
Right.
well, I haven't. I have to make something.
Yeah.
Nothing like making food when you're hungry. You have to be very
I know. So
disciplined.
that's one thing I learned is don't shop for food when you're hungry because you'll get everything.
Yeah, that's what Dr. Birch says as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I used to shop when I'm hungry, when I have that symptom, your eyes are bigger than your stomach.
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
even sometimes I'd wake up at night hungry or thirsty, and I'd think of a food or drink I want to have, and then I'd be like, "Oh, I need to get that. I feel like it now." So, but then later on, I don't feel like it so much. Like when I was really thirsty, I was craving lemonade. A few years ago, I just wasn't that keen on it. Or I was craving a Big Mac or something.
Yeah. And
Big
then the
Smack.
craving does pass, even though it's like super intense.
Oh god, I feel like everything at the moment. I don't choose what I'm craving, it just pops in my mind and I'm just like, God, I just love to pull out from you.
Mm-hmm.
If only I'm not in health state.
Exactly.
Okay, should I change to ASMR and help you go to sleep?
I'll probably sign off though, because I'm probably gonna get changed, get into bed, and I'll have a hopefully a good dream.
Yeah,
God, I really wish we could like select what we want to dream about.
I know. Sometimes I wake up refreshed and I'm just like, oh, that's a when I say a good dream, I don't mean something like an actual dream, like when you want achievement in your life, that's like, oh, that's a dream. Like
Right.
so you dream about something so great, and then you wake up and you're plain
Oh
old like
man.
when I yeah, I hate that, and oh my god, I hate it so much waking up. I feel
Yeah,
so
I've had
miserable.
dreams like that where they're really great, and then I wake up and it's like, oh shit,
Oh
not
yeah, I know it sucks. I'd rather have a nightmare and wake up
that.
relieved. But
Yeah.
I'm saying I like good dreams, not like that good of a dream, but like I like dreams where in my dream I'm just like enjoying myself, I'm all relaxed, and I wake up refreshed. But I don't know how I do them. It's diet based as well, like less sugar and all that stuff we've been talking about, whole foods, or got nutrients topping up. The better you're gonna sleep, and the better your dreams will be.
Yes.
But it would be not. Sometimes I just have like these amazing dreams where I just wake up relieved, and then other nights I could just have a terrible dream or even like a
Hmm.
nightmare, my nightmare or something.
Yeah, and then you wake up and it's like, okay, it wasn't real, but fuck, I'm replaying it in my head.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh god, is that gonna happen again? And when's it gonna
Right.
happen? I don't want that dream. I
Yeah.
don't want another dream like that, or something goes bad or worse.
Yeah, I've had.
It's like I don't know how to control dreams apart from looking after myself,
Right.
but. Sometimes I wish I could just have that dream again, especially this vivid dream. The one time I had lucid dream, I normally wake up when I realize I'm having a lucid dream automatically, and like, oh damn it. But the last time I had a vivid dream, I was like, wait, okay, I need to check my fingers and see if I'm dreaming. And because that's what they say, look at your fingers. And if you have like 6 fingers that are all stretched and all of that, that means you're dreaming, and so you're in a vivid dream. So I was in my dream. I was aware. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm dreaming or not. It's because it just felt because it wasn't anything unusual like I was flying. It could be like an everyday thing, but I felt like I was dreaming. I just had that dreaming type feeling. So there's nothing out of the ordinary in a dream. But I felt like I was like, okay, am I dreaming? So I consciously made it conscious that sometimes I wake up when I realize I'm vivid dreaming just automatically. It's not. So I was
Right.
like, okay, I'm gonna look at my fingers, and if they're all deformed and that means I'm dreaming. So I put myself in that conscious, and then I looked at my fingers, and my fingers were all like stretched, and I had like 6, 8 so fingers,
Oh
and
my god.
it was really vivid. It was like
Yeah.
all colorful and trippy. So that's when I was like, okay. And I didn't wake up because I put myself in that conscious thought. But I didn't know how I had a lucid dream. I don't know what activated. I wish I did. But the thing is, in lucid dreams, people normally do whatever they can. And even though I knew I was lucid dreaming, I still felt like sort of guilty. Like, just say I wanted to do something bad. I'm not saying that's what my intentions are. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, I felt like at the same time, I felt it was so real. Like, I was like, God, well, there's so many things I want to do, but I feel like I'm gonna violate something because it feels real.
Right.
I still, so I didn't do much because in dreams you can do like whatever you want, and there's a lot of things I'd like to do if I could control myself and make it real.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the extent of a lucid dream that I've had is like I have this recurring dream where I'm in my city and there's like 5 tornadoes happening at once. And the most that I've been lucid is like, oh, I've been here before. This, oh yeah, I remember this, and
Oh, that's
that's
like a David
uh, deja vu or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I had them in my conscious state sometimes.
right, yeah,
Yeah, but go ahead. Yeah.
but I've never been like, oh, I'll just look at my hand. You know, I don't. I've not
Well,
that kind of control with it. So
that's when you know you're. Well, that takes a bit of practice because normally I'd wake up
right,
when I did. Normally I'd wake up when I do, but I was aware out of it happening a few times that I was able to control myself. So I'd prepare myself to know that I'm going to look at my hands, so I won't wake up. But a vivid dreams where you know you're dreaming and you can control it. And if you have and something's bad happening in your dream, you can just like you're able to control that. So you're able to escape. Like if you're having a nightmare, you're able to escape it because you're in control of your dream now. You know it's not real.
right, yeah,
So you could think of like a
fascinating.
door. Yeah, you could just visualize a door and walk through the door, and then you'll be in a better place. Whatever you could think
Yeah,
about a nice place. Think about the Grand Canyon or whatever, or
you
some
should.
fictional place.
Yeah, you should. If you haven't already, you should watch the film Inception. It's all about that.
Okay,
It's really, yeah, it's all about dreams, and the Inception
Inception.
is the idea that they're trying to implant an idea in someone's head while they're dreaming. It's pretty
Okay,
fascinating. You have to watch it a few times to sort of understand it, but I have seen it several times. So.
I just looked it up. It's got spin tops, a lot of spin tops
Mm-hmm.
in it. I turn them at wood turning sometimes.
Yeah, the spin top is it's what's called a totem, and some there's a theme in it where it's like he always spins it, and if it topples, he's in the real world, and if it keeps spinning, he knows he's in a dream, kind of thing.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
if I feel like I'm dreaming and because I got some spin tops, I'll just like spin them and see
See if it. Yeah.
because yeah,
Yeah.
maybe next time I won't look at my fingers. I'll just like start
Right.
spinning a spin top. Am I
Yeah.
merely in my bedroom or am I dream? Oh, actually, that
Right.
doesn't make sense because normally I fall asleep in my bedroom. But okay, am I dreaming in my bedroom or am I awake in my bedroom? I put it that way.
Right. Well, this is the thing, and it's a really good cast, and takes a few viewings to kind of sort of understand it. I still don't, and I've seen it many times, but I've figured out a few things. in it.
Mm-hmm. I know some things still take some time to like
Yes.
understand
Yes.
complexity.
Yeah, but it's very good, and the soundtrack is by Hans Zimmer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really excellent. Yeah, highly recommended.
Uh, uh, yeah. Inception is on Steam on Netflix. Not that I have it.
I don't know that.
Or movie. I'd look it up. Yeah,
Yeah,
like 2000 sci-fi action film. It's probably like The Matrix or something like that. I don't know.
kind of. Yeah, it's a little bit like that. A little bit. It's like what's real, what's not.
That type of sci-fi, yeah. Very complex when things get very complex when it's about ideas and what's real, what's not real, and there's so much detail and meanings and things. People try and make the best out of some things, so they put as much detail in possibilities as, if I'm making sense,
Right.
as much as possible. And yeah, it's very complex.
Yeah.
Like all these sci-fi movies, like there's so many like thoughts and theories. Basically, a better way of saying it, in something like dreams and that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really hard to follow because it's so complex. Because there's so many like ideas and theories and scientifically proven s- topics and all, or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why it can be very complex and overwhelming, but interesting at the same time. You have to listen to it a few times to get it.
Right. Well, I think I'm going to sign off, but it's been really great to talk to you, and hopefully you'll stream again soon. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe you'll have more people.
maybe so. I'm
Yeah.
happy just having one you up here, but
One person. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, it was nice having you up here,
Yeah. Absolutely.
Amy, for the
We'll do
first
this
time.
again
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, I will. I'll definitely
Okay.
stream. You're interesting to chat
Yeah.
with.
You take care now, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay,
Okay.
sweet dreams. Spin the
Thank
bye bye.
you. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, show's over, folks. I'm going to get something to eat. And see you all some other time. Bye. And thank you, Amy, for being up here once again.